After a week off, our Stool Streams Jenga season returns today. 3 great matches, a $2,500 jackpot, and the headliner, a Dave Portnoy doubleheader. It's Cyber Monday inside the Triple S, and it all starts right now.
There you go, Kelly.
Easy find. Oh, a little slip.
The table clock. 1, 2, 3, go. A magician. You're a magician. You're David Blaine.
And I will say Tommy looks like a goose, which is the most shocking development of this whole tournament. I didn't know people said that.
And that's it! A Jenga from Tommy Spoons! Oh my goodness! What is he doing? That's a Jenga! So serious! You can save it. And that's it! A Jenga from Trey!
Jenga towers falling down on KFC's head.
Live from Barstool HQ in New York City, welcome to another edition of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. He's Jeff D'Lo. I'm Jake Marsh. Jeff, it is Cyber Monday. A lot of happenings here around HQ today.
The cast of characters surrounding, obviously we're in a different setting. We must note that. We are in the middle of the office, which we've never done before. And the cast of characters lurking around the Jenga tower is going to be a factor today in what is a very exciting 20% off day here at Barstool Sports.
20% all the way until midnight. We'll have our telethon going on later tonight with an escape room. That's the reason we are out here today. But as for now, it is week 4 of our Jenga season. Let's see who will be participating today. We'll start things off over in Group C. It will be the final match for Team Josh Duhamel. They are 1-4 right now, taking on a winless team in the Rangoon Wranglers. And then after that, Dave Portnoy, doubleheader. Nothing else needs to be said. 2
matches in a row. If Dave and Rhea go 2-0 today, they clinch a spot in the playoffs. Josh Duhamel can play spoiler. They're 1-4. They stink. They're out. But they can play spoiler and really torpedo the season for the Donnies here off the top of today's match. And then, of course, we know the end of today, we will have Trent and Robbie after a great match in the middle. So very excited today because we can have another playoff spot clinched here. And I guess we can call it Stool Stream Stadium, but it's almost, it's like a different venue.
Stool Streams Arena, maybe?
It's the arena,
I don't know. But yeah, we have a winless team in each of the 3 matches today. But first, it is time for Group C. We'll send it, I guess, down the stream or down the office, down the hallway. Spider, our official, with the rules.
Thanks so much, Jake. A couple rules before we get started. Team Wranglers, please remain on this side, in between the white lines you see on the floor. Same goes for you, Team Josh. When it comes to extracting a block, please only use 1 hand at a time. If you do use 2, your teammate will be forced to extract the first block they touch on their next turn. Also, should the clock expire, and I say 60 seconds to pick a block, once per game, your team will have the opportunity to change that block. However, that does not apply should it occur on a violation. Team Wranglers, do you understand the rules? Yes. Team Josh, do you understand the rules?
Yes, sir.
Please use your phones now only to retweet the stream and keep them away for the duration of the game. Back up to Jake and Jeff in the booth.
All right, thanks so much, Spider. So, Jeff, the majority of this match, in fact, the entirety for at least one team, they're playing for pride. Team Josh Duhamel is already mathematically eliminated, but the Rangoon Wranglers still have a lot to play for.
Yeah, and I've heard that they are very excited to play spoiler today. They're trying to go pull all the stops out. There may have been some contacts made for finding some third-party members that could potentially yell and screw up the game for the Donnies, who are in full apron here. Donnie had a new cookbook coming out, 20% off, I believe, in the Barstool store.
Yes.
Go buy it, fantastic. Published, I think PFT's a published recipe author as well down there. But yeah, no, I know they're fired up to bring in some, like I said, some third-party activity, and I think you can see in the background there's some people lurking who might come into play here. Some chirping. It's like one of those UFC events where you see all the and we already see Frank the Tank, and that's spoiler alert. We mean Frank the Tank. It's like a UFC event. You're going to see some celebrities in the crowd. Yeah, White Sox Dave just walked in.
Yeah, we will have a crowd today, and we also have the 3rd member of our crew, PFT commenter, is down the stream.
I'm telling you, this is why we play the game. Games like today, we've got a live studio audience here. A little bit of nerves might come into play, but guess what? I got some good news for people at home. It's Cyber Monday. Age, sex, location, guys. You know what I'm talking about. fucking in the chat room. We got some great discounts going on right now. We've got this shirt right here, 20% off. This part of my take hat, 20% off. Everything is 20% off right now on Cyber Monday. Bankrupt Dave. Send Dave to the poorhouse. The more you buy, the more you save, the more Dave ends up losing money. It's a win-win-win for everybody. So check it out on store.barstoolsports.com. Get some merch. It's going to be a great game down here. It is the group of death, but the loser of this game, probably done for the season. They can kiss their championship aspirations goodbye because obviously they have to come through the Washington football team, Jenga team, to get there. So I'm feeling very confident. Going to be interested to see which one of these two loser teams loses. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much, Mr. Commenter. And Khan's already, can already feel that he's playing loose because he can't win the tournament anymore.
Yeah, and we must note that PFT is in this group, so please take anything he says with a grain of salt. It is biased, and again, just careful with what you listen
I
to.
call
with
him
PFT
has it
saying.
soon, Jeff.
The next two matches, though, he's unbiased. But this one, he's in the group, so anything he says is a little biased.
Right, PFT is part of the football team. They are 2-1 right now in second place in Group C. As for the two teams on the bottom half of the Group C standings, they're about to kick things off inside the Square of Doom right now. So back over to our two teams, and I believe Spider has the order to solidify this match.
It'll be Pat, Donnie, Cons, other Donnie. Good luck.
Other Donnie.
Good?
Thanks. All right.
All right, so into the Square
Can I
of
take
Doom
this
goes
off the
the
top?
lone player off of the
Before I
waiver
start?
wire. The waiver wire past the deadline was on Friday. And Spider, what's going on down there?
Brandon Walker, Hearts Old Miss.
Now, it looks like Brandon Walker left a little note behind before the game started. Want to make sure that he interjected himself in this game, displaying his love for the Ole Miss football team.
All right, so starting things off
All right.
with Pat, who goes with the penultimate row, a Tittleman's Crest. And if you're new to Jenga, a Tittleman's Crest is when you extract a middle block of a complete row. Jeff, we mentioned that the waiver wire deadline passed on Black Friday. Pat was the only person picked up there. Are you surprised there weren't more moves?
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil it now, but there's a match that we're going to see later today where the waiver wire deadline passing has changed the complexity of the team. I can see the person out of the corner of my eye. We will get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but it'll be in one of the next couple matches. I think there's some debate on who the real team owner is now that the deadline has passed.
Absolutely.
Both
But
cons.
we'll get to Group A a little bit later on. Remember, we are tracking questions 1 and 2 on the Play Barstool app. It's a $2,500 progressive jackpot if you go 6 for 6. And we'll break down the percentage of picks for you when we get them. Should get them in a couple of minutes. And there's Coach Doug's, who I guess is already annoyed by our voices.
What? Is he
was plugging his ears in.
he just not want to listen to us?
It's me, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, could it be a little jealousy because he was the sideline reporter and then PFT kind of stole his job back? Do we think it has something to do with that?
His ears popping? Elevation changing?
I don't know. Anyways, back inside the Square of Doom, we are one way down the order. Pat told us last night in our pregame production meeting, they're playing for pride. He likes the Donnies, but he needs to get one more win under their belt because he's already got his eyes set on season 2. They're eliminated now, but it's a fresh slate starting in 2021.
Right. I mean, Pat a little ahead of himself there. I mean, they are on pace for 1 and 5. I mean, like Pat's getting a little ahead of himself there. But maybe show out today, and someone will draft him.
All right, back down the stream. PFD is alongside the Wonton Don.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm down here with Team Donnie's. Right now, they're wearing a very interesting uniform. They've got the denim smocks on right now, as you would call them. It's like a Canadian tuxedo for cooking.
side.
I call it an apron, an EH-PRON. Why are you guys donning this specific outfit?
This is on sale right now. It's part of Donnie's cookbook package. So we're trying to rep the brand a little bit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I had one Shark Night hat, so I'm the only one repping that.
And Chef Donnie, what is the meaning behind the denim?
I just like the denim look. I like the leather patch that goes with it. That's I think it's just a good apron.
Okay, I think it's a cool looking kitchen tool, that's for sure. I want to get my hands on one of those.
Thank you so much, PFT. Yes, those aprons, including are part of the 20% off deal. You see the Team Portnoy sweatshirts on the bottom of your screen right now. Everything 20% off. I believe we still got
Some
10-ish
select
more
items.
hours. Yeah,
Some select,
yes.
Yeah, but Barstool Kitchen, look at that
Are you
timing.
wobbly?
Yes.
Incredible.
The kitchen merch, Donnie's new
That's like
cookbook.
watching the DVD logo try to hit the corner of the screen. The fact we were talking about that
I'm gonna
as.
clean this up a little bit.
What are the
we-
chances?
That's what we call great teamwork between the production crew and ourselves.
What are the chances?
Foreplay, we'll see Frankie Borelli a little bit later on, but focusing back here on the Square of Doom, Jeff.
You need to do, champ.
I hate to bring this up. You're a Browns fan.
that was a good-
Late
I
in
mean,
the
that's a good
season, you
ball.
find
Yeah.
yourselves playing for pride most of the time. Not this year.
No,
But
which
what's
is
the mindset
very cool,
when
by
you're
the
a
way.
team playing for pride?
You either don't watch,
Where's it
or you watch for like gambling
What's the weakest
reasons,
link?
I guess. But for them, that's just watching as a fan.
But
For
one
playing,
block
maybe
can
you
change
want
it all.
to tank for a better draft pick.
Thank you.
But I think it's kind of the opposite here. It's they want to play
If you know
well
a game
for
changer block,
potentially being picked next season. I think that's the
GCB?
thing.
You
It's
got a GCB?
it's kind of the opposite of the
We got a
Browns,
couple
where
GCBs,
if you're
man.
Pat, you don't want to be
could either
bad. You want to
rebalance
be
the entire
good.
tower, or
You
can it
need the
fucking
win.
make
So
it
it's
way
almost the
worse?
exact opposite end of the spectrum here. If he wants to get drafted, if Cons wants to get drafted, if he wants Josh Dumel to bring him back next season, which it's sounding like may not happen. Dumel, apparently big fan of Cons the man, not as much the Jenga player. Obviously, Josh Dumel known for movies like Transformers, Las Vegas, the TV show,
Nice and easy. There you
some
go.
other great movies as well.
He was married to
He may
Fergie.
not be into him. He was married to Fergie at one point as well, too.
Right.
Yeah.
We mentioned playing
Nice
for
and easy,
pride
that
for
game.
Team Dumel, but the Rangoon Wranglers, they're very much alive. They're 0-2 right now, but
Cold.
Captain
Connor?
Cons told us last night he would like nothing
Call.
more than to play spoiler for the 0-2 Wranglers.
Yeah, Cons is a competitor too. That is the other thing. He's always going to have that going for him. People know that he
wrong team,
cares
wrong
a
team.
lot. And actually, he just got chirped by Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Frank the Tank's team 0-3 right
How
now
much
in
money
Group
you
B.
need,
They're
Frank,
off
to-
He hit him with the
Frank,
pension.
we already
recruited
Became
Frank.
a living
We
nightmare.
already recruited
How many
Frank.
nuggets?
We won't see him
There we
today, but he is still trying to take center stage.
I'll tell you what,
Frank,
here, guys.
Right behind the
How many
Heineken Hard
nuggets you
Seltzer
need to just
box and
scream
cool.
down
Remember,
there?
just 100 calories, gluten-free, no added sugar, real vodka versus malt or fermented sugar.
I've got the decibel meter out right now. This is like Luton Field now in Seattle. It's the loudest
You don't have to
stadium in
engage with
Stool
them. You can
Stream's
just
Jenga.
the second
Right now,
they
the decibel meter is at 89 decibels. That's about as much as a jet engine on takeoff down here. We got Frank just screaming his head off in the background. It's a different environment for sure. One other thing to keep your eyes on is the post-Thanksgiving sodium swell of the fingers. Now, Pat
good
has
point.
some skinny little digits. I don't think he's going to be too impacted by that. Captain Cons doesn't really have that much room to work with. He's already got some sausage links growing from his knuckles there, so we'll see how much the sodium that he took in over the course of the weekend might impact the block pushing.
So fat fingers is what we're hearing could be a
You're gonna
problem
break this
today.
tower, Pat.
Interesting. Now, Jeff,
Just like you
we
broke my
mentioned how
chair.
we are out here in the main hallway of the office right now. From a player's perspective, what difference do you think that makes not being inside the chilly Triple S?
I mean, first of all, yeah, the temperature control is much different in here. It's not freezing cold or scalding hot, depending on the day. And a lot of lighting here, too. The normal lighting in Stool Stream Stadium, it kind of focuses on the Jenga tower. Here we have Christmas lights, we have TV lights, we have the actual lights of the set, we have more monitors, Frank singing. It's way different here right now. It's a completely different environment atmosphere. For this match, maybe not as much. We have only one team
Jeff,
alive,
so
but
the
next two,
Carpenters
though, I
vacation-
think it might factor in.
Yeah, PFT, what's going on down there?
So I'm down here. This is at crowd level. We do a great job on the broadcast at editing out a lot of the background noise. But I'm down here in the crowd right now, and I can't even hear anything that's going on. The teams can't use the hard count on the field. It's deafening next to Frank the Tank. He is just so incredibly loud. I don't even know if you guys can hear me up there right now. I don't know what's going on. This is why it's such a different environment to play in. Hopefully these teams can focus and be able to get past this, but I know it'd be tough if it were me.
All right, thank
Are
you.
you guys?
PFT.
I can't hear you guys asking me. We'll just have to do an interview later. I can't hear what you guys are saying.
And crowd noise certainly playing a factor for our sideline reporter. But Jeff, this just in. From the Play Barstool app, remember, questions 1 and 2 are what we are tracking here today for the $2,500 progressive jackpot. Pretty even down the line
thing
in
is
terms of
actually
the
shaking. I'm
Stoolies
only
think
giving
will
this a little
pull
tap.
the losing block. It's Pat at 29% leading the way.
Frank, what's your
The
favorite
Wonton
Christmas song?
Don at 28%, Chef Donnie 23%, and Cons at 21%. Anything stand out to you about that?
Not pretty even. That's kind of what I would expect. You have a team that hasn't won yet, and you have another team that's basically limited. They are limited at 1 and
60
4.
seconds to
So
pick a block.
it's evened out. They're all decent players. They're just not good enough to have these powerhouse records that you see from the Purple Hedgehogs later, or DeChalk, or Prest. Or Berserkers who've clinched. I need to give Rudy and Billy some
Keep going, Frank.
tip of the hat. They've
Yes.
done great. Playoff spot.
We do have one clinched team already in this group. Group
La,
C,
la,
that's the
la,
Chalk
la.
at 4-0, but we have these two teams plus PFT's team, the football team, battling it out for that second playoff spot. Question 2 is also what we're tracking. Total blocks in this match you see on the bottom right of your
Not yet.
screen.
Not yet. He's not ready
Total
yet.
block count, which is live updates.
This is a nice
36 to
spot.
38 is the most popular
Yeah,
at 40%.
There we go.
Sturdy. It's like it's manly. You know, I don't
an
feel like
ST.
Martha
Tower,
Stewart.
they're not really picking. They're kind of picking 2 spots. They're not
feel
really
like-
picking around the tower. There's only really 2 spots they're going for here,
Oh yeah, no, this would.
eliminating much of
Trying to
2
imagine a chick
sections, especially
wearing
towards
just
the bottom.
this, and it's
We mentioned the difference
nice
in
spot.
atmosphere.
Pretty good.
In
Yeah.
terms of the Square of
very
Doom,
amusing.
I don't know if it's my naked eye or maybe it is true. Does the Square of Doom look bigger right now than usual?
No, I don't think it does.
Standard size?
Get him, Tank.
I don't know.
KB
I
knows a
think
lot
they did
about
a great
numbers.
job mapping it out here. I think you and I are at a
Don't know
much different
how-
angle.
Don't
Right.
know how or why.
Yeah, you and I
but
are not
he
as high up in the
references
air as
Nutley,
we
New
usually
Jersey a
are.
lot.
Right.
I think this match is going to turn when we figure out whoever goes to that bottom row.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This match will turn when the first person makes a move on the bottom 3 blocks.
We just got the word from our commissioner, Henry Lockwood. This box indeed is bigger. It's 10 by 10, and the
Oh.
Triple S on the turf, it's 8 by 8. Nice little nugget
Okay.
from our
Oh,
commish.
shit, your eyes are better than mine, I guess. I thought it looked normal.
Frank the Tank still trying to take center stage here.
Worth noting
Sky
that
Cam.
Frank, great shot of Frank the Tank. Worth noting that Frank has so much more material now that
0-3,
it's turned
man.
over after Thanksgiving and people find it
0-3
acceptable
for
to be
Chef
doing Christmas
Don.
caroling.
Toughest crowd
Absolutely.
in sports right now. He's the.
Hey,
we got
Frank.
ourselves a Cameron Crazy.
Frank.
Or we do have our
Would you
employee
like to
Big
meet
T.
my
He'd prefer
friend
me to say
Jack?
holiday.
Do it, Frank.
I think Frank's doing bird calls now.
Is
How about-
Donnie
how about-
dangling
how about-
That's a
money?
nice holiday
I
treat.
went to
He's trying
beat
to
and you
bribe
all
our
missed
Crystal
during their
Spider.
turn.
I know
He's
Spider will
laying
not
No,
on
take
no, no.
that.
He's bribing. He's
bribing.
bribing Tom.
Swans
Frank.
swimming.
Excuse me.
He's bribing
Excuse
the
me, Mr.
tank.
Jackson. I am for real.
Donnie,
Please
meanwhile,
only
back inside
talk
the Triple S, there
during
might be a
their
lot
turn.
going on
I'll
outside,
give
but
you
he's taking out
$20.
another Tittleman's crest. And Jeff, how about your keys to the match presented by Hiding Hard Seltzer?
Yeah, the big thing for the Donnies, and keep in mind, it was the first overall pick, Chef Donnie. It's do or die. They got to go for a win here. They can't be tentative. They can't be timid. They need to try to make some winning moves. And then, of course, for Josh Duhamel, you can buy his classic, Ramona and Beezus, starring Selena Gomez, for 50% off on Cyber Monday. Great flick.
Yes.
Check it out tonight after.
Do we think Josh
all the
Duhamel
festivities
will
here.
renew his contract as a member of this team?
Maybe not with
Good ball,
Captain
good ball.
Cons, but I think he will get a team again.
Jeff, I did see that in a 2 DVD for $5 feature at the bargain bin at Walmart.
I've
It
been
was
the only
that
one
and
pumping Josh
Transformers.
Duhamel movies this entire
Just
time.
a great steal. A great deal for the holidays.
Fantastic still. You can buy the Transformers combo pack.
And now Frank is just, I guess, playing infiltrator for everybody.
Curious how that plays into the next matches.
Wonton Don trying to take out another Tittleman's crest. He was actually not happy with having to play in the first match after Thanksgiving break. He called out our commissioner, Hank. He said, Hank's screwing us because Donnie went bowling over Thanksgiving. Bowled a solid 158, but he said his forearms are really sore, and that might have an impact on his match today.
Like it's
watching
Donnie's
Donnie's
fault for
technique.
bowling.
Watching
It's not
Donnie's
like it's
technique
known
there,
that people bowl over Thanksgiving. It's like,
very interesting.
But you know, we had some days off, so we're going to be a little rusty. But
Donnie's,
clearly not the case.
Donnie is pulling an alternate Glindy ball strategy. He's not duct taped up. He's got his hand. He's got one hand in his pocket and the other's pulling a Jenga block. We call him
Damn straight.
Adonis Morissette.
sometimes I go for the wonton tuck and I go actually into my underpants, get one thumb in the anus, just lock it in.
That sounds like something we didn't need to know.
the Jets taking a ricochet shot
We
from
got
Frank
a
the Tank.
ricochet shot at the Jets.
Pat trying to finish off that slate. You see that sky cam presented by Heine Hard Seltzer. We create another full row. He does just that.
Oh, you thought we wouldn't have the sky cam in a new stadium, folks? Look
You
at that.
thought wrong. Our crew
What's the
always
block count?
thinking 2 steps ahead. Chef Donnie
what's your favorite
tries to take out that eastern block.
I'm a Vikings fan.
Midway down the tower.
Go Vikings, lose every game.
We would play
Go
a great fucking
Vikings, it's a crying shame. It's a fumble, another pick six. Go Vikings, let's lose. You know, it used to be the Vikings actually made the Super Bowl before they lost.
Yeah,
now
really?
they can't even make the Super Bowl. That NFC Championship game is like a force field. I mean, they see the word NFC Championship game and it just crumble. Like cookies that you sat on.
Like cookies that you sat on.
60 seconds to pick a
Very
block.
like
You didn't have to
cookies
go
that you
there,
sat
Frank.
on, They just crumble.
Should have said I was a dolphin.
Like cookies that
60
you sat
seconds.
on. That's how
Big
the Vikings
mistake by
win.
Donnie.
Pull it, Donnie.
We've actually seen Frank do the Vikings song
Let it
before
rip, Don.
because I think he
Take
thought
your time.
seconds.
No, you
he
have more
thought
than 10
somebody
seconds.
was a Viking.
7 seconds. He's counting it down.
If I recall correctly, and he did that song.
45 seconds to pick a block.
Yeah, now a nice tribute here to
Dude.
Alex Trebek.
What was the issue with the other one that almost
Frank the Tank with a touching tribute to Alex Trebek.
I can actually see how Frankie Borelli is very concerned it's going to happen during this match. I can already see
It will happen.
Take it out.
Frankie
super
just realized
slow.
that Frank is going to be here for his match and will likely sing some. He might have an Islanders song queued up. I don't know what to expect, but Frankie just realized that he's going to have to go up against this.
1983,
He has some time
last
to
cup you'll ever
rest
see.
here.
He's already doing it. He's already.
Frank, it's not
he's
his
already
match
doing
yet. Save
Islanders
it.
chant.
10 seconds to pick a
Frank
block.
maybe losing focus
Save it,
now on the
Frank.
match at hand. We're 21
9,
blocks deep.
Focus on
Eight.
Donnie.
You know what?
7,
Spiders started the
That's
countdown.
this year,
6,
I guess Mr. Brown's pretty good. I
5,
used to say that the Browns logo
4,
should be Charlie Brown missing the football.
3,
There, he's going after the
Frank,
Browns now,
focus.
too.
We're having a
Even
pivotal point
nobody
here.
is saying.
One.
Yeah,
That's
going
your
after the
block.
broadcasters, certainly a normal.
He prefaced the fact that
ricochet
you
shot.
can't say it this year. Though.
Right. What are you guys, 8-3 now?
8-3.
Except
Donnie, this is a winning move. This is what I was talking about earlier. Donnie knows that he's got to go for these moves that make the tower wobbly and potentially put themselves in a winning scenario. Winning moves today for the Donnies.
We're talking Pound Town on the broadcast?
Remember, Chef Donnie's
I don't
cookbook
know why he didn't pick that
part
one that he had
of the
out.
Cyber Monday sale.
on the edge.
I like this one.
He takes that one out,
I'm gonna go to the
creates another row.
Other side, I think.
Now it's Kanz's turn again. A new
Yes.
fourth row,
Oh,
and he attacks it immediately.
You can find in the cookbook, I have a movie-related recipe.
What would that be? Or you like to spoil it?
I don't want to spoil
No.
it. Great
Chinese
cookbook.
basketball team. No, he
Donnie
leads
going
his
with the
team.
west side here. Takes it out. Some movement on the
thoughts about
tower. And it's out. And Jeff, when we get that first Jenga today, the Triple S is on turf. When these blocks hit this, I guess, cement, it's going to be loud.
It's going to be a loud
Yeah.
Jenga. It's going to make the sound Jenga.
It's
Yes.
worth
That's
it.
why they call it Jenga.
That is onomatopoeia, by the way. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
You learned what that meant.
Yeah,
weeks ago.
I learned. I've forgotten it again.
Take it from the side.
It's the spelling of a sound. It's like boom, crash,
Okay,
bang.
okay.
Pow.
Frank
the Tank is
He's got a
stealing
song
the show
for the
today.
Shanghai Sharks. He knows Chinese basketball.
It's a good block.
It's like they shoot the tank and the shark is gonna explode like in Jaws.
Oh, wow. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Nice.
Wonton's on, trying to create another full slate here.
There's not much of a threat.
Jessica Canoe.
Kiss him, kiss him.
And Jeff, talk about mediocrity. From an individual standpoint, all
Kiss
four
him,
players
kiss him
today
more.
are below 500 in
my
their
block's
individual
fault. That's-
careers.
I mean, your block isn't
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean
Watch
that's
punch out on the
again
other side.
why you saw the Stool Street
An inch,
stats the
easy
way
an
they
inch.
were. People didn't really know who to
that
pick.
good?
That's good,
It's
that's
kind of a
good.
coin flip because they're all even players for the most
Get
part.
a
From a
wobbly
team
on the
perspective,
other
Team
side.
Josh Dumel,
Yep.
1-4. The Rangoon Wranglers, 0-2. Pat is 1-5 from an individual standpoint. That is second worst. We'll see Tommy Smokes a little bit later at 1-6.
I'm 2-1.
Khan's at
personally.
2-4. Chef Donnie is still looking for his first win. He's 0-3, and the Wonton's on 2-4.
Chef Donnie been on the bad end of some losing, unlucky blocks. He really wants to turn that tide. You hate seeing it.
Yeah, we mentioned 1-4 team Josh Dumel. Their lone win actually came against this exact Rangoon Wranglers team. So you don't want to get to a sweat in the regular season.
This tower's starting to get a little bit wobbly, guys.
You have some more peanut gallery joining behind. You have
Yep. The yak just got out, it
KB
looks
Nick.
like.
Yep. KFC walking through. They're alive.
Yes.
No.
Yes, they are, I believe, 2-2.
60
They had a
seconds to
massive
pick a
win
block.
last week.
He's found one he really
One of the
likes.
biggest wins we've seen. Saved their season.
Right now, all the focus,
Frank,
though,
let's
on
see-
Group C.
Let's see a few songs while this
The
team's
chalk
pulling blocks.
4-0. They've already clinched, but not the division yet.
Told you,
Mr.
I'll
Commenter's
either
football
I'll place
team
a $20
at
order from
2-1
McDonald's, or I'll just give
Is
you
in good
$20.
position as well.
It was.
I'm just gonna.
Now, if
It
you're a
was there, it was
PFT and
sold.
the football team, Jeff, you're probably rooting here for Team Zoomel since they're already
Absolutely.
eliminated.
And that's why we talked about the
job,
bias
Football
of
team.
PFT. PFT has to hide that bias because there's a clear advantage for one
Here
team.
you go,
Like
Fred. What do you
Brandon Walker's celebrity
What do you got for
appearance.
Don?
Football team
got
does
Brandon
Look
Walker
out.
of Mississippi State fame.
Jeff, football team
Undrafted,
does not care
free
who we
agent.
play,
It's a very easy pull.
anytime, anywhere, except University of Washington.
Tommy, the goose is getting fat. If you don't have any money, get a half penny too.
Brandon Walker almost a team captain, but was voted out.
Yes, it was a play-in with Billy Football and the Berserkers.
Very Survivor-style vote out.
Indeed.
Where?
This one poking out that it's like
now
this
back
one?
inside the
This side,
square
yeah,
of
it's leaning that
doom.
way, so I wouldn't even go with
Goes
that.
Captain Cons, the 35-year-old out of Plainfield, New Jersey.
Easy
Already
with the poke.
eliminated, but playing
There
for
you go,
pride, and more
beautiful.
importantly,
Cons,
playing
beautiful.
for you at home.
You're
The
wiggling.
Stool
Pretty
Leagues.
bad.
Questions
Just
1
keep
and
that
2,
in mind.
remember, is what we are tracking here on the road to
wiggling.
this
Make sure you lift it as
$2,500
you pull
progressive
it.
jackpot.
Lift it
Hey,
as you
guys.
pull it, Cons.
Hey guys, you remember this? You remember this one?
No,
Planking?
Frank,
Oh yes,
you're supposed to be
planking. I
going
believe was that a
against
2012 phenomenon?
PFT planking.
Did I
love
guess
that.
the year?
I love that. Not enough
Nice
planking
drop
these
low.
days.
Easy. Oh,
It's a viral advertisement for the
You're in.
Barstool Sports.
Died off
at
with
20%
Dan
off.
Daniel.
beautiful.
Good turn, Connor.
Great turn. Thank you, Brandon.
All right,
Walker.
Cons completes, and now it's
supporting us.
Wonton Don,
Maybe that.
who is up to the plate once again. I don't know what this is.
Is he doing Crazy Frog? He was doing extra left grade, yeah. Incredible.
He's doing
15
scat.
seconds to pick a block.
Now he's scatting. He's got a little, he's doing a little Jason Mraz now.
This has turned into
45
chaos,
seconds.
but when Frank the Tank is involved,
The bottom row
he
is
hit him
really
nothing short of tight.
He hit him with the Crazy Frog Jason Mraz scat back to back.
This one, I wonder if it still has tight over here. Check that out.
Jeff, 27
30
blocks. Are you
seconds to pick a
surprised the
block.
bottom row has not been touched?
Yeah, I think that's when I said winning moves. I think that Donnie's got to go for that now. They got to put this in a position to win the game. Control the tower.
That same one?
The Donnies are 0-2. A loss here would put them in
15
big
seconds to
trouble.
pick a block.
Louder, Frank, louder.
Eliminated. This is their
Yeah, I
final
think it's
match
gonna
of
have
the
to be this
season.
one.
1-4. It looks like
9,
Wonton Don has an answer here on the east side,
7,
midway down the
Oh,
tower.
let it rip.
6,
It's going.
Extracting clockwise.
It's going.
4,
He does not like the way this tower looks. This is
Rip it, Don.
concerning for Donnie.
Remember,
1.
we're
That's
still
got to
in
be a
the
block.
29.
You're
You're
screwed.
You have our one if you want to.
You're screwed.
Well, no, like it's very loose. I can get it out, but is it load bearing? Like is
He's
it
going with the
completely
hinge
load
mode,
bearing?
guys. Very appropriate for Cyber Monday.
Trying
to wedge that thing out.
Donnie has about 95%
I
of
could
the
get this
block
one
out,
out. It depends how stable it
but has
I mean, you could try to
faced a little controversy here.
slowly,
college team.
but we also
You
do
got
have that
draft
one.
good
We
players?
can switch the block if we want
You
to.
know, the Minnesota Timberwolves are like a college team. They draft good players.
I'm the Minnesota
Only
fan, not him.
expecting them to. Only
He is.
expecting
You're on a
them to
team.
be
You're,
good.
you're
Very confusing the Donnies now talking about
Damn.
Minnesota
Donnie.
with
Yeah.
There's a lot of weight on
Donnie's a
that corner. Be
Patriots
very
player.
careful.
Celtics.
Very careful. The Wonton
Bruins.
Don.
You can notice the nice
easily get it
Christmas
out.
lights, holiday lights
Yeah.
hanging from the top.
Alright.
That would be
Go slow.
courtesy of our
Come
official
on,
spike.
Eileen.
He was working his
You're
butt off here on
gonna
Saturday
fall
decorating the
now.
office.
The tower's gone. A crash upon
10 hours away from
ground.
December.
Come on,
Dexy's
Eileen.
Midnight Runners.
You
Come
know
on,
it's
Eileen
gonna
now.
fall.
Being thrown out there for a
Midnight
psych out on Donnie.
It's time to crash down. Come on, Eileen.
Okay.
The tower's gonna fall. You know it's now that you have
Take your
no
time, take your
shot
time.
now.
Yes.
Donnie now reversing course on this direction, but he gets it out.
Everything.
Great
that
pull.
so
That's a
much
great
more than it
pull.
actually had to be.
Fantastic stuff from Donnie.
All right, now
That was as chaotic as it's been too.
Donnie with a nice
That's a
extraction
great
there.
pull. All right.
Well done.
And he needed it. That's
Frank,
a
where
winning
did,
move.
where did Minnesota
gotta
land
get
in the
to it.
Minnesota
Yes.
draft?
Put the pressure on Cons.
And it's one of
Eventually,
those
it's going to start to
blocks
sink in that it no longer doesn't matter for them.
Good point.
Like
These two,
eventually,
like,
it goes
right, I
beyond
got you.
pride.
I can't go
And
this way,
I
right?
think fuels even into ego. Put them in a spot where they care so much about it, they're making mistakes.
Donnie's still searching for that first win. They need it now more than ever. Remember, there's a lot on the line for these players. It's a $10,000 grand prize, whoever wins it all in January. Top two from each group
That's
clinch.
tight.
Then we'll have the playoffs in
60
2021.
seconds to pick a block.
Excuse me.
That might be it, Cons.
See if Pat has a response here. He's working on that full slate for the time being. About
that's my own
2/3 the way
choice.
down.
Fourth row down is also available if need
Where?
be.
45 seconds.
Here?
No, above that.
That you can't go
45
here.
seconds from
We
Spider
can?
to pick a block.
Can we go here?
Well, I
No,
can't
that's
see
1,
where
2,
you're
3.
pointing.
That's the fourth row down.
This
Yes,
piece
you
of
can.
shit.
We're now
told
having
me I
issues
couldn't go
counting
there.
to 4, it seems.
Almost
Apparently,
still-handed.
you know,
Remember, 4 rows
rudimentary
down
math
is
is
the
tough.
highest you can go. Incomplete rows do count, so that one block up top, that is row 1.
All right, we're
I'm
going
not
down
saying
here.
there. It's just it's
30
available.
seconds
having
now
a
to
real
pick a
issue
block.
taking
Take
a
time.
block
30
right
seconds
now.
is a lifetime.
Cons, I'm curious to know
Remember,
how
we're
you
still
feel
in that
Pat
0 to
has
29
formed
range,
as a
picked by just
replacement down here.
6% of the field.
Do you think that he's performed up to Kate's standards or better than Kate?
Donnie's
I'd
like
rather
what
not
they
compare the
see
two.
here.
We're focused on the game
15
right now.
seconds.
Pat's doing a great job.
15 seconds to pick a block. The pressure's on
Just be careful with it.
for the 31-year-old.
They can change once, remember.
Yes, that is a newly
10,
implemented rule as of a few weeks ago.
9,
You can pivot once after the
fine.
clock is
8,
expired.
He said there's a lot of
7,
weight with this block.
6.
I think it's going to start to lean towards where
worry
he's
about the
standing
four.
right now.
How bad though?
It's-
Is it shaking as I move?
No,
Two.
it's
30-degree
not.
angle.
Don't listen to that man.
1.
It's really
That's your
bad.
block.
That's it. Time expired. So this
Even
is
Frank's
Don
worried right
Pat's
now.
block.
So just be careful
Unless
when
he
you
uses
pull it.
his
It's
one
gonna-
redo.
It's gonna fall, but
It's not gonna fall.
Block 28.
You got
Yeah.
it, champ.
Oh, we're
There it
going.
Spider's
goes.
out
There
of
it goes.
his
You're
seat.
good. You know
There
you
it
can feel
goes.
it. Just don't lift too
It's
much when you
creaking
pull.
over. Oh
Don't lift
my
too much
God,
because you don't want to lift it
Timber!
off.
Holy shit.
Going
Yep.
clockwise,
Just using those other
slowly.
fingers
Kesha,
yeah, there you go.
start calling Pat.
Are we moving
Kesha.
up top?
Nope. It's strong. It's
Tower
not moving
seems
at all,
pretty
actually.
stable for the time being.
Now it's a smidge, but nothing to be worried about.
Disambiguation
nearly
over
out.
the word smidge here.
It's nearly out. You got it.
Cons is an expert at
I'm
judging
just
blocks
worried
of
about the
wood.
recoil when I
I'm gonna
pull it.
touch
I don't
it.
want
Oh, the recoil is going to be
it's,
intense.
yeah, it'll be bad.
It's not.
You toss a grape and a piece of salami on that block, and Cons is going to give that a 9.5.
He cannot twist that, or he cannot pivot the block upwards. He does
Yep,
that, he
you
will
got it.
tip this
It's
thing and
fine.
it'll start to
It's
wobble. It's a
fine.
great pull
Atta
by
Gets it
boy.
out.
Atta boy.
So Pat,
Good
the
job.
patience will seem to pay off. 3 towers on the far side from our broadcast booth. It's good. But Jeff, before we continue, let's go back to the Wonton Don's turn. He was patient as well, and it paid off.
Yeah, Donnie with one of
was
his
so
better
much on
pulls
that.
we've seen from him. He needed it. Every single pull is important. And by the way, as we're watching this, Chef Donnie just pulled the easiest block of the match.
What?
Incredible. As we near 30, he's about to retower. But Donnie here, it took him a while. He had the wedge technique, the hinge technique. He had to deal with a couple songs from Frank the Tank, some noises, and it didn't matter. And now look at this, back-to-back
TV timeout,
great
dog.
pulls by them. Puts Cons and Pat in a different situation.
Yeah, Donnie with a very quick removal. He'll create another full slate here, and Jeff, this will eliminate that first zone in question 2. 0 to 29,
Kiss him,
now
kiss
done.
him,
We're on
kiss
to
him.
number 30.
Not many had it, though.
Nope, only
Maybe go this full row
5.75%.
down here on the bottom.
Maybe I
Put the
spoke
whole
too
thing
soon.
in
His
fucking
turn's not
row.
quite over
Yeah,
yet.
That's why I want to go up top.
There it is.
Good.
Poke it
Nice.
too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Locked in.
Guys, Frank
Go.
has been Googling the recent win-loss record of various Minnesota teams. He is firing on all cylinders. He's ready to go no matter who is up. He's got some fire that he's going to be delivering to just nuke their brains as
nope,
they're trying to
nothing
pull a
moved.
block.
PST
Slow down,
looking
Cons.
nice and
Don't
comfy
finish it.
there on the floor. Jeff, I said cement earlier. I don't know if this is cement. What surface is the floor? Do we know?
Is there anything
Yeah, it's not
that fourth
cement.
row down? Nothing
it's
at all. If you
concrete,
grab
Jake.
him like this.
Concrete.
Concrete would make
Okay.
sense.
I found a nice hole, too.
Wedge,
There it
use
is.
your top finger, use your thumb. pick up
60
the third
seconds
row.
to pick a block.
I don't like that.
Can you push it out to the side, not the long
Still
way?
nothing
Oh.
doing with the
You know what I
bottom
mean?
row.
Just be slow.
This
Bit of a
sucker-
wobble there, PFT, right?
This sucker's wobbling. I got scared for my life momentarily.
Oh, I would love to see
If
that
Cons
nice
does knock
collapse on
over
PFT.
the
about
losing
third
block,
row?
I believe
Facing closest
he
to the dice.
officially
It's already
moves into
poking out.
last
Can you wedge
place
it out? Not
No,
full?
that's third row.
for
This
Jenga
one?
block rating for JBR. He would eclipse Tom.
There you go.
45
Smokes,
seconds.
And he'd be the worst
You push the middle
player
out.
in the office.
On the other side, middle above
You
it.
guys can't win the 10K. I think it'd be funny if you just pushed it onto PFT. That'd be a great viral moment.
I don't think that'd be
I think
funny
that
at
was
all,
a
Donnie.
mistake.
Donnie trying to tell Team Dumel to throw the match, which would never
Yeah,
happen.
just
Remember,
30
when the
seconds
season
to pick a
started,
block.
Like I
each
did at
player
10-4.
signed a contract saying they will keep competitive integrity in mind.
Has anybody ever
Had to
died
do
playing
it. A
Jenga?
lot of money on the line for people up there.
No,
not
you
just
wouldn't
them.
die. I think like if you
Just
didn't cover
nice
your
and
face,
slow
you'd
and
have a
got it.
nice.
That's all we
you'd-
need.
you'd
I
have a
bet you
couple
somebody's
bruises.
died playing
Maybe
Jenga.
I'll take a Nate Robinson map.
Oh, Nate Robinson.
Nate
taking
Robinson.
some- Wow.
Tank just
15
a low
seconds.
blow.
That's the
for
block. You
former
got all the
Nick.
time in the
I'm
world.
praying for Nate Robinson right now.
Just watch the recoil.
PFT sliding his
10,
way to get the best angle possible.
9,
but
Using,
looks like
using the
the
mic
count, you
pack
got
like a
time.
Eight.
skateboard.
It is wobbly,
Easy,
guys.
Seven.
Cons may have found something on the east
Six.
side, row
Use your
4,
fingers
but
to
there is
pry it
some
out.
Five.
wobble to this
Just
tower.
super slow.
4,
Let it
3,
expire. We'll let it
He picked the
expire.
block.
2, 1.
Con just
Now he's
letting the
locked in at
clock
Just
this
use your
block.
finger exactly like I
expire,
did. Just super fucking
making sure
slow.
the spider's not in his ear anymore. He's got his block that he wants. He said, "That's my
Wiggling a little,
bitch."
but I think you're okay.
Frank,
Just
let's
keep
get a
going,
high
piece by
pitched
piece.
gobble going.
Nope. Please
High
hold.
pitched gobble, Frank.
Just one.
Please hold.
Just
Tower
one.
Please
has the
hold.
majority.
one
this
gobble.
block has
Hold,
the majority out. Now we got a
Nice and
dinosaur
slow,
noise
You're
from the
wiggling, but just
Wonton
take
Don.
your time. Slow and steady.
Pterodactyl attack.
We're in the middle of the
Slow
30 to
and steady.
35
Beautiful,
range,
you're
by
right
the
there.
way. Question 2.
Use your
Second
top
most
finger to pull
popular
it out.
pick. 32%.
There you go. Use that top finger. Finger it.
It's out for Cons, goes for the quick re-tower, and it pays off. 31 deep.
All right, Tank.
What's up with the block right here? Like it's already.
Whoa,
pushed
whoa.
over him.
That got everybody.
I couldn't
That's
go
the
for that
noise.
middle now.
That's the noise people forget about.
Very good.
We've got an audience of about 15, 20 people here watching
This
live
block's like already pushed out a
inside
little bit.
Barstool HQ. They were all caught off guard, including us, by that Frank the Tank noise.
I wasn't surprised by it.
No. Oh, you weren't?
No.
Yeah,
You knew that was going to
super
happen.
wobbly right there.
And by the time they got to block 30, the gobble was going to be released.
Ability if I go
Sure enough, you get the
slow,
gobble.
but
You can try the opposite.
60 seconds to pick a block.
I feel like up above this. it's
Remember,
so,
Frank was a fan earlier. He got
Cons
ejected
pulled
by
out.
Spider. I believe it was week 1 or week 2 of our league, and Spider gave him the boot.
Guys,
So
one
could we
thing
see
to
that
keep an eye
again?
on.
Very
Should be
well in place.
interesting.
This is Spider Zone. This is us up here. That's Spider
45
Zone.
seconds to pick a block.
You're absolutely right. Spider does dominate the Ring of Doom. Once Dave gets involved, it'll be very interesting to see how Mr. Portnoy reacts to Frank the Tank's distractions. That could make for an explosive scenario. Keep your eyes peeled for that one.
30
You're
seconds
not
to
gonna
pick a block.
distract Dave. You're crazy.
Oh, Frank
just
just
said-
confirmed he's a simp for Dave. He will not be distracting Dave.
Do
during
you
the
think that's a bluff by
competition.
Frank, or you think he'll be back for the next one?
20 seconds.
No, I could.
All right, Frank. This is it.
That's tough. I think he may distract during the match, just maybe not when Dave is on.
Okay, fair
10,
enough.
9, 8,
this one might be a little loose.
5,
Donnie's struggling meanwhile with
Four.
block 31.
3,
That sounds like somebody with like
Nice.
food
Pull it. Pull it.
1.
Yeah.
First block you touch.
Yeah.
Donnie's really
Time has
put himself
expired
in
on
top
Donnie.
position.
Remember, they
Big
do have their
decision
one redo
for the wonton.
Yeah.
if needed.
Big
We haven't used that. We haven't seen that
decision.
used
And
yet.
that's
Pressure.
I haven't touched it.
Pressing down on you. Pressing down on me. It's gonna fall on you.
He has to touch the. You take the next one, right?
It's
Yeah.
gonna fall on you.
Let's go. Let's
It's a
work.
classic. We've heard under pressure, done a lot by Frank.
All right, so there's a Tittleman's crest on row 4. You see Chef Donnie. He's already in surrender Cobra mode outside the square.
Is he doing Woody Woodpecker?
He's got the Woody Woodpecker going.
Sounds like it. Great roller coaster at Universal.
A cultural
all missed the
reference.
Macy's Thanksgiving
Lost
parade
on
this
many
year.
here.
But I feel like I'm there right now hearing Frank do the Woody Woodpecker.
That's just. Oh, Woody Woodpecker.
All right, Donnie has some movement on this Tittleman's crest. Row 4.
Gonna want to come this way. So.
Remember his last turn, the patience paid off. Similar route being taken here on block 31.
look at the stance.
Could be a situation with a quick retower.
Could be. Could be.
Don't
QRT?
collapse the tower.
The Wonton Dom with one career losing block.
You know what would be nice?
Trying to avoid it here. He gets it out.
Big
When the
retowers.
tower
Big.
collapses,
What's the safer side?
It lands right into his pocket of his smock here.
Nah, it's not
I think I want her right.
like this.
Now just deciding which side to go. Looks like he'll go with the west.
Oh, that is far out on this side, I'll tell you that.
That looks good.
On this side, there's
That's
7,
out.
there's 7
some
inches on
gap
this side.
there. I don't know if the turn's done just yet.
That's a gap. Look at the gap. Are you kidding me with that
Level
gap?
here.
Oh, look at this side. Look at the gap on this
As
side.
long as it's on, that looks good.
It's level on the block.
That's your retower. That looks
Oh, wow,
good.
that's good. Jeff, what do you think of Spider's call there? Significant gap.
Wow. That's not him though. That's that he placed it exactly how it should be on the tower.
Wow.
It's leaning towards right
That's
where you
not
are
to the
right now,
fault
so.
of Pat or of the Donnies. And so now Pat and Cons are going to have to deal with a pretty poor retower from Cons from earlier.
Yeah, you can notice a significant
I
tilt
mean, this is the one where everything's leaning on.
Yeah, that's the
towards
support.
Spider's chair, towards I guess the far side of your screen right now.
Celebrity fan Baby Yoda in the background.
60 seconds to pick
You
a
have some
block.
Baby Yoda merch for 20% off too, right?
20% off. Yeah, I don't have it on.
What?
Holding it
I
up.
thought you were talking
Grogu, yes.
Oh,
I don't have it. I don't have it on me, but yes,
Yeah.
a lot of Baby Yoda merch, 20% off from Barstool Sports.
You can see the tilt.
Same with
to
Robbie
the right.
Fox is a great one as well.
50
Yes.
seconds.
Majority of
Well,
items, 20% off. We'll have the Cyber Monday Telethon, 7 p.m. tonight, led
Feels
by
like
the
the right
Escape
block.
Room. I'll be in there with Caleb Presley on the call. It will be White Sox Dave,
the only
Kate, Glennie Balls, and Brandon Walker against the clock. The more money we raise, the more
you
likely
stop
they are trapped
fucking-
inside that room, perhaps
Good job, Pat.
overnight.
That's good.
I walked by the room. It looks awful. Like,
Yeah.
it's good luck. That looks like a miserable experience for them, but for fun for you to watch them try to
Yes.
escape.
We'll have that stream for you
Gotta kiss
starting
all
at 7
three.
p.m.
Brandon
Dave
Walker
Portnoy will be
trapped in a
anchoring the
room
coverage.
with
A
White
little bit
Sox
more.
Dave.
Keep going.
Will be something. When Glennie Balls
you
is
want me to move
involved,
his block
anything
in?
can happen.
I don't
Will
understand
Glennie have to
That
stay up
looks
for
good.
16 consecutive hours?
The Stoolies could have a say in that.
that. Good job. I didn't understand.
Another full slate
There you go.
completed
He's got the
by
instrument now,
Pat.
baby.
And it's on to the 33 for Chef Donnie. And now we have the metal hiding hard seltzer cooler involved, and Frank is pushing it against his stomach.
He is doing some sort of music. Nope.
I was at this play.
Oh, now he's
I know.
putting it
On
on
his
his
head.
head.
It's on his
Oh
head.
my.
Got that 3-block row right there, but I think that one.
Oh,
it's probably
he's
too
pressing
tight.
on his head significantly. I don't know if he can see right now. It looks like the Tin Man from
60
the Wizard of Oz.
seconds.
There's a
Under the
2-block
chin,
row
Frank.
Right there. If the one on
There you
the,
go.
He's giving him some
one on the far
concussion
side,
now.
not in the middle.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say it'd be the worst thing if Frank the Tank got that stuck on his head.
That's
fire
it. That's
department
your
in here to
block.
help
That one
remove
actually
it.
lets you touch right now. Is your block.
Yeah, Frank the Tank is going all in
45
with this hiding
seconds
hard
now.
seltzer cooler.
Frank, a lot of people are saying that you won't get that stuck on your head.
30 seconds.
Chef Donnie, meanwhile, still locking in. Still nobody home on that bottom row.
I said the second they go for that bottom row, this game will change.
15 seconds.
And Jeff, you're a Cleveland Indians fan. Don't they have a fan who bangs on something
Four,
before
Yeah,
every
he
pitch?
bangs
What's
on
the
the,
story
bangs
behind
on the
that?
drum at the top of the bleachers.
Yeah.
They're so tight.
entire
Please
way.
go for it.
6,
I'm
5,
getting chirped on the Indians.
4,
I'm not even
Three.
playing if Frank is chirping.
2, 1.
Dave walks.
Next
first.
one you
Who's
watch,
up
we
next?
touch.
Dave will have a double header after this match.
I mean,
A chance
is
to
that,
clinch a
is
playoff
that one on the
spot at this
bottom row
season.
in the middle? Because like I don't know how we get it out, but if we
Spider
got it out,
getting
the tower wouldn't
Real
collapse.
close down there, doing his refereeing.
Frankie buckets. Let's
And it
work.
looks like that bottom row is the only move in those bottom 8, 9 rows.
That
He's
bottom
got to
row
go
is
for it. I
tight.
think if he goes for it too,
What's
genius
the call?
move.
What's the call?
He's got to take the risk.
What's the
Spider
call?
telling Chef Donnie, the 23-year-old out of Minneapolis,
That's
to
it.
speed
That's
things up.
the one.
Pressure's on.
That's the one.
Ooh, it's actually moving.
Guys, but I don't know. This is a load-bearing block. Donnie's already selected it.
Once you get a corner out, stop and see how.
That thing is wedged in there.
On the other side. Loosen it a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Dave.
Can he sing?
And if you didn't catch that,
I think I'm
Portnoy
gonna
did come over to our audience and told
The drumming got shut down.
he did tell Frank the
that.
Tank to stop the drumming. It is an office space. People are trying to do work.
Saw that coming.
And now the singing, he pivots back to the singing.
Part of being a boss
That
is
did
sometimes
seem
you gotta
inevitable.
be a Karen. You have to come out and you have to shut things down.
So I guess that answers our question whether or not we'll hear from Frank during Dave's matches.
I don't think Frank.
Robbie asked me first.
We'll be doing that during Dave's match. No.
Meanwhile, back in the Square of Doom, it looks like Chef Donnie found an answer.
I've said it now for the last, 20, 30 minutes. That right there was the move.
And Jeff,
This alters the match.
if you didn't catch it, here's another look. Dave Portnoy came over to Frank the Tank, told him to put it out.
Said stop. It's an office space, which is that's an absolutely correct statement. This is the middle of an office.
Look at the state of the tower right now. Significant tilt towards our broadcast booth. You see us on the right side of your screen. It's tilting our way.
I'm down here with
Yeah,
Frank.
this is moving, and I think Cons here knows that this is a pivotal moment. This is probably the most pivotal moment in the match. Not to say Donnie's move wasn't easy.
Slow.
Cons
We have a
real
hanging tower.
Whistle it out.
He's going quickly here.
Slow. You're
Pat
not
telling him
wiggling.
to slow things down. 98% of the way
They had
out.
nothing
It's
to
gonna
lose.
drop. Oh, there it goes, and that's a Jenga! Team Josh Duhamel season ends in fitting
Apparently I
fashion.
suck
They are
at Jenga.
1-5, and their year is done.
Officially now the worst Jenga player in the office, Captain Cons, Tommy
Cop the
Smokes.
merch.
That was terrible. That was
Cop the
terrible.
apron, cop the hat.
Cop
the long sleeve underneath the hoodie.
For that bottom row. They had to go for
First
the win.
W
They
in
did
the tourney.
it paid off immediately.
That's huge.
Right after that,
Yup.
their season is over.
Yeah. Take it nice and slow.
Wranglers have
I
win
think,
number
yeah,
one
just
under their
like,
belt. They're 1-2,
even
but
if it
now
looks smooth,
Team Josh
never do
Duhamel,
like a really
1-5.
cocky pull.
Their
Always
year
take
is
it
over.
slow.
Let's send it down the stream to the Phillips Norelco locker with
So happy I
PFT
didn't
comments.
So I'm down here
Yeah,
with
I
Team
didn't
Josh
really
Duhamel.
have
It's
any
got to be a
options.
disappointing season. 1-5 can't be how you drew it up to begin the year. Now all eyes are on you guys for the draft. It looks like you've got the first overall pick. As captain, who are you thinking about going with right now, Cons?
I gotta look at myself first, because that was terrible. That was absolutely horrible. I got a little too quick with that. It felt like it was stable. It wasn't. And then that's what happens. And I thought I could save it. I couldn't. That was terrible. I'm awful.
Pat, do you think that you were put in a bit of an unfair position being brought in halfway through the season with the expectation that was on you to rescue Team Josh Duhamel's future?
I don't think it was unfair. I was just happy to be picked. I am happy I didn't pick the last block. I think we went a little bit too fast, but overall, we were, once I joined the team, we were what? 1-1, 2-1?
1-2.
1-2? All right.
But who's
yeah.
counting? Who's
Right.
counting? Certainly not Connor. Well, that does it. You know, what can you say? Just a shitty season, excuse me. Josh Duhamel's got to be furious. He's probably thinking first and foremost, it might be time for some leadership changes. We'll see what they get up to in the offseason. But for now, this team is going, Cons. That's pretty good.
That's much PFT. And Jeff, let's get to our close shave of the match presented by Phillips Norelco One Blade. You've been wanting a one-block Jenga for a while. We kind of had it here to start things off.
Yeah, he tried to save the towers, but kind of ruined the ability to have the one-block Jenga. But we've been saying all match, this was...
There's that one block.
I love that. That was the Jenga right there. Once that hit the ground, it was over. He could not save it, which great call by you. You knew that happened right away. We've been saying that whoever went for the bottom of the tower was going to turn this match. The Donnies knew it had to be them. They had everything to win, and everything to lose, and everything to win at the same time. Josh Duhamel was basically done. They went for it, and it paid off. Cons a little too quick. Just got a text from Josh Duhamel, the team owner, said, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah, and that close shave of the match brought to you by the Phillips Norelco One Blade, the only tool that can trim, edge, and shave any length of hair. You can save 20% off right now on a One Blade replacement blade subscription at phillips.com/Norelco Barstool. Your style made simple. Phillips Norelco One Blade. And Jeff, I believe we have something going on in the control room right now. I think PFT is doing some investigative Big J work.
PFT is big on claiming that the whole entire thing is rigged, right? Which is
Okay,
wrong.
so we're
Here it
back
is.
here. This is in the bowels of Stool Stadium.
All right, we apologize for the technical
That's
difficulty,
just-
folks.
That's what he gets.
Yeah, okay, Jeff, let's get back on track
his
here.
phony
Yep.
witch hunt.
No, it's all good. We're a team here.
Where's, the
Group
other
C.
mic?
The standings have just shifted a little bit more. That is the end of the season for Team Josh Duhamel. They are 1-5. They are done. But this was a must-win situation for the Rangoon Wranglers, and they got it. They're 1-2 now.
Josh Duhamel eliminated. The Wranglers are 1-2. They're still behind the football team, but they have matches against the football team. They are still alive. That was massive. Chef Donnie, #1 overall pick, showed it off today. He needed that win.
All right, I think we have PFT now. Is he alongside our commissioner, Hank?
Yeah, I'm down here with Commissioner Hank Clownwood. He is the commissioner of the Stool Streams League, the Jenga League. Now it's going to be very interesting these next couple days because on the next couple games we have Dave and we have Rhea on a team. Is Hank going to be able to call this straight as commissioner backstage with his hands on all the levers, making sure that the people that he wants to win actually wins, or is he going to play it straight? Hank.
Listen,
Excuse me, Clown.
At the end of the day, I'm not, you say hands on the levers. The people with the hands on the blocks are the ones that make or break the games. Spider is the ref. I'm not making those calls, and I'm just rooting for a fair game.
So when I hear somebody in my earpiece telling Spider what to do, that's Spider's conscience. That's not you at all saying any of that.
Correct.
Okay, well, we're going to be keeping a very close eye on Commissioner Clown, and we'll see what happens in this game, but hopefully he stands by his word.
All right.
To you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much,
That's my
Mr.
job.
Commenter. Nice of our Commissioner Hank to come out from behind the scenes, Jeff. But now we shift our focus. It is time for the Dave Portnoy doubleheader. His first match against Team Zarch. Trent and Robbie still looking for their first win.
Yeah, they need their win now. Obviously, a 2-0 day for Dave and Rhea puts them in the playoffs. Could we have a clinch here today? That is a big question. Looking to stay undefeated, the number 2 and 3 ranked Jenga players in the office, Dave and Rhea, going up against Zarch, who are 0-1 right now.
Yep, it's 2-0 Purple Hedgehogs. They are one of 2 undefeated teams left in the league with the chalk in Group C, and Zarch still looking for their first win. A win today will put them right back in the mix in Group A. Let's send it down the stream. Spider is with our 2 teams to introduce the rules and the block order.
Thanks so much, Jake. Couple rules before we get started. Purple Hedgehogs, please remain in the white tape you see on the floor. Same goes for you on this side, Team Zarch. When it comes to extracting a block, please only use 1 hand at a time. Should you use 2, your teammate will be forced to extract the first block they touch on their next turn. If the clock expires as you're extracting a block, 1 time per game you will be given an opportunity to change that block. Each team will get 1 change per game. However, this cannot be used on a violation. Please use your phones to retweet the stream now and keep them away for the duration of the match. It will be Dave, Trent, Rhea, Robbie in today's order. Back to Jake and Jeff in the booth.
All right, thank you so much, Spider. So, Jeff, let's get it underway. It is the 2-0 Purple Hedgehogs, and we will start things off with the 43-year-old out of Swampscott, Massachusetts, Dave Portnoy, looking to keep his undefeated record intact here today.
You're 43?
Go middle. Stay.
Whoa.
Undefeated. An undefeated day also clinches the playoffs for them.
A mental thing, Robbie?
The integrity of his tower is already in shambles, too.
I thought you were younger than that. I didn't realize you.
All right, let's send it down the stream. Mr. Commenter, you're with Dave Portnoy after his first block.
Yeah, I'm down with Dave down here on the floor. Dave's wearing, tell me about what you're wearing here. This looks like an interesting shirt.
Yeah, a skeleton pizza, 1 bite guy that we had a designer. Now, it's going to be puffier than this. Welker fucked up the printing because he's a fucking idiot, but they're pretty hot 1 day only.
1 day only, and that day is today?
Today.
That day is today. But are you concerned with the fact that we're selling so much cool merch, like this PMT ugly Christmas sweater, for 20% off, that you're going to be driven to the poorhouse?
No, that shtick was something I did, and it was not so much a shtick. We can't afford the margins. Gone. But not as much. We need, now it's good. We can actually eat with these margins.
Okay, so Dave will survive this sale, apparently. Unless you buy a whole lot of stuff, then he might die. We don't know.
Okay.
Margins razor thin, though. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks so much, Mr. Commenter. So
Yeah,
Dave,
right?
and now his partner, Rhea,
Already
complete their first turn.
This tower's already fucked. I think that's like the most clear thing we can see.
Robbie going to attack that bottom row quickly, looking to eliminate the chance at the hanging tower. We usually say there's room for booze. Now we can actually get booze if there's a loss of a hanging tower.
That's true.
No one
boo Robbie Fox.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Oh, he might.
Hard to hate on him. Now back to Dave.
Guys, the silence
We mentioned his 2-0 record. He said it's actually less pressure with that record, but it's not 1 game at a time. He is treating this as 1 block at a time.
That's smart. That's the Patriot way right there.
Trent is wearing the most Iowa outfit of all time, I believe, and that's saying something for Trent. He's got a black hoodie on, and then a black hoodie tied around his black hoodie over the khaki pants,
Great
along
position
with
last
a
regular
taupe
season games.
style hat,
If we win both.
representing well in Barstool Golf.
Completes another row.
In the
Sweatshirt available in
playoffs.
And then the
Barstool Store.
playoffs, yeah.
Now back.
You can hear them chatting, but yes, they do clinch if they win both today.
They sweep, they're in. They would be tied for first in the entire league at 4-0. And if they sweep today, you've got to think those 2 buys with the chalk at 4-0 already, and if the
Is
purple
it buys
hedgehogs
in the
do.
playoffs?
Top 2 overall receive a bye.
In the playoffs?
Yes.
Yep.
So if they sweep today, we could have our top 2 pretty clear cut.
Yeah, if they sweep today, they're in pretty clear-cut shape, along with Big Ev and Liz to receive one of those 2 buys.
Guys, the story of this game so
So
far
now
is
back
Frank the Tank
to Robbie
is-
Fox. He woke up this morning, he told me it's going to be a good day for Team Zarch, and there's no wiggle room. If you fall to 0-2, you're in big trouble.
He actually said he was going to kick Dave's ass in Jenga on Twitter.
Wow.
He specified Jenga, though.
No, I didn't.
You heard me.
Well, I heard him.
Robbie not
now
backing
I'm
down from those
Right.
comments. Dave goes with a block about midway
stink.
down the tower.
At Jenga.
They did have a delightful chat about the Mandalorian over the weekend, though. Robbie wearing one of those Mandalorian shirts.
20% off Barstool
Good
Sport,
coffee over there, Robbie.
store.barstoolsports.com.
Keep calling it a shirt. It's clearly a hoodie.
Yep. Trent rocking.
Those would not be the real colors. Those are
They're gonna be
a
more
welcome
vibrant.
special.
Say the colors that you would get for 20% off.
Ooh.
Wow, Trent almost just knocked the tower
that.
over.
Holy fuck.
But remember, the
right?
block
I'm
you are
good.
taking out,
I'm good.
it can hit the ground. We saw that with Big Cat a couple of weeks ago, completely legal.
You can let your block, but if any other block from the tower falls, it's over. Cons technically had a one block change.
I'm not.
I haven't said anything.
I'm not.
I
Trent
haven't
is,
said anything.
I know.
Could they be phased out by Dave?
Trent
not
is
saying
phased.
anything.
Robbie's not. Trent just got thrown for a loop just now.
Almost had a brawl
Trent has
down
stayed
here.
relatively quiet during this match.
I have a very funny video.
What?
Rhea completes
very
her
funny.
turn
Don't
with
listen
ease.
to
Funny
him.
video?
Stop it.
Yeah, you're
Let's
talking
send it
about
back
me
down.
before.
PFT
the
comments
match.
are what is
After
going
the
on in
match.
your area.
So we're
you gonna
almost
show
at
us some
blows down here. This is 2 teams that don't like each other very much. Looks like
Rob.
Robbie almost encroached into
There's
Dave's
a- there's a
territory.
room.
Dave did not take kindly to that. A lot of John, but mainly the big story down here is the
Break that
silence
pole.
from Frank the Tank.
What's that?
I said rate that poll.
Frank,
Pole.
Frank, why
We're
have
in
you
like
decided
the
to sit
first
this
inning.
one out in terms of cheering?
Robbie with like a
asked
P.
me, Debbie, to
He has a one bite reference.
distract her. Robbie, Pat asked me last match. So Pat asked me, so I did it.
So Frank's saying that he would, in fact, get back in cheerleading if somebody asked him to do it. So Pat put him up to it last time. It was
Yeah.
not Frank's idea. We'll
right.
see
Pat,
if Robbie.
I think it's time we can talk about that now, PFT. Pat and Collins basically paid off Frank the Tank to make all that noise in the last match, which he was shut down. He was told no more
Well,
drumming.
we're in an office and we're not in agreement. He's banging it. It's like,
Not my bar stool.
Oh.
well, no, that would never fly.
I think Robbie's chirped more than anyone has chirped
Robbie,
in,
we are
in
seeing a
Jenga.
different side out of the 22-year-old from Little Fair, New Jersey. Meanwhile, inside the square of doom right now, it's Rhea, and Rhea did note that these boots she's wearing, they could be good luck. She's wearing everything the same,
Two-hand touch for sure.
and that is
You think?
Yeah.
called
I know,
a two-hand
I know.
touch.
I
It did
saw
not
you-
hit the
I
ground.
think so.
Hank is saying
But
to
even if
ignore
it did,
it,
it would
probably
not be a
didn't happen.
Jenga. So
We've
this match is
Never,
not over.
yeah,
don't
we've
think
never
it
seen
was
anything
two.
like that before.
I think I saw two.
I think it bounced
We're
off
gonna
his
go to a
head.
Call
replay
the
either way.
floor.
It's a great
It's
thing
two-hand
about this.
touch.
We're gonna go to a
It was
Must be
replay.
indisputable to overturn. The block did not hit the ground.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure she went like this.
Where's the two hands?
That was
Left.
definitely.
When is two hands on it at once?
Let's see another.
That's
angle.
one.
I have to go with it. I think we do have the sky. I don't know if we have there. It's the sky.
Remember, the call on the floor is yes, so it needs to be clear to overturn.
No.
There's never two hands.
Is it clear? It's up to Spider to
Definitely
make the
clear.
final
Definitely no
call.
two
We'll
hands.
send it back down the stream for the final call from Spider.
Yeah.
Call has been reversed.
Overturn call.
Huge moment.
And that is a shout out to our
It's
Sky
inside,
Cam
okay.
presented by Heine Hart Seltzer. That was the shot that let us
Yeah,
overturn
the
it.
Skycam did it again. Skycam is outstanding.
They got it right,
This
guys.
tower is.
So Rhea
shaking.
completes her turn once again. And now it's off to Robbie Fox. Jeff, what is it about Robbie? Why does he
any other
seem so
place?
different today?
It's like
You seem different?
Yeah, that's
He's
a big
been
difference.
loose today.
Oh, I thought he meant like he looks different.
No, just his attitude towards this match.
Remember, he may do the whole thing where he takes off his hat and his glasses, freaks people out, looks like a different human being. Hasn't
Guys,
done it
one
yet
other
today.
thing to
You
keep your
have
eye
seen
on
him
down
without
there.
his glasses once.
You
Caught
got
everybody off guard.
You've got a different
Another
surface they're playing on.
tribute
so
to Nate
instead
Robinson.
Of that AstroTurf,
I don't know,
you've got a
Robbie's
Smith-
just,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
he
it is,
knows he has to
faster.
carry the vibe of the trash talk. Trent's not a big trash talker.
It's a faster floor down here. And you can see that in the pace of play.
So now it's back to Dave. We asked Dave about his opponents, Trent and Robbie. He said he's heard they're good, but you don't play the other team. You play the board. You play the brick. So he's treating this as a Dave versus Tower game instead of Dave versus Robbie.
Talking like a vet already. Yeah, he has no qualms with either of these two. So, I think any trash talk he may have today, he's saving for the next match.
Yes, we'll have Tommy and Frankie later on to close out. By the way, on the Play Barstool app, 961 players still alive for that $2,500 progressive jackpot. We are tracking questions 3 and 4 right now. Question 3, losing block. Trent, the big favorite, 49% to end this match. Robbie at 25%, Dave at 15%, and Rhea at just 12%.
Almost 50% think Trent is going to knock over the tower.
Trent,
Yes. The long favorite, by the way, historically, was 84% by Frank the Tank a couple of weeks ago.
Bulletin board.
And it hit
everybody. Trent, are you rattled by Dave at all?
Jenga players we've ever seen.
No.
Not rattled by Dave.
Question 4, also the total blocks, the range, 36 to 38, most popular, 33%. Robbie finds a Tillman's Crest with ease. Takes it out, retowers. And it's on to block 20, top of the order with Dave. He finds the Tillman's Crest himself.
Quick pull.
Wraps around.
Light work.
Row 5. It's out. One place to go. And on. What do you think about the pace, Jeff?
Pace is good. This game is moving much quicker than the last one. We already see it leaning. And the tower was messed up from the first kind of couple pulls. Right off the bat, the thing was sticky and weird, which I think, again, a different environment out here than in the known Stool Stream Stadium room with the grass turf.
And you know, it's interesting because we've seen a handful of teams play in doubleheaders throughout this season. The Berserkers, Pubes, Dave's Big Cat's team, and Team Prest. There seems to be some struggles when teams play in doubleheaders. What do you make out of that?
Have they all been splits? Remind me. I think they've all gone
Big
1-1,
Cat got
right?
swept.
That's right.
A couple of weeks ago, I believe.
Right.
He lost to KFC, and I believe he lost to Billy.
That's right. A brutal moment. Yeah. So no, we've seen it can't hurt. Going back to back can't hurt you. You start overthinking moves.
Doubleheaders, bullshit. It's a concentration game.
Oh, another job on our scheduling coordinator and Commissioner Hank. But every team's got to get their 6 matches in.
A lot of complaining.
6 is the round robin.
You catch that under his breath? I believe Robbie's had a lot of complaining.
Guys, these guys are just blazing up the tower right now.
Robbie feeling confident today.
Fast turns.
Whoa, that thing is wobbling a
track here.
ton, Jake.
Yeah, you see our Sky Cam presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. 24 deep. Dave continuing with the Tillman's Crest strategy. It worked last time. Trying to mimic his turn here.
Dave
Trent and Rhea actually longtime teammates in our preseason matches.
Middleman Dave.
We're part of a couple real unfortunate losses.
Both work together on cutting stems, Bachelorette.
Or
I believe
Trent
that's
has
tomorrow
fallen,
night.
Yeah, Trent has fallen down the leaderboard though, Rhea all the way up, top 5 competitor along with Dave.
Dave focusing in once again on this Tillman's Crest extraction.
This was a little bit stickier than I thought it was going to be. Whoa.
Dave,
60 seconds.
yes, remember, Dave is no stranger to long turns, Jeff. In his
What?
last match, it ended up being the winning block. 14 minutes, 5 seconds was the biggest. Dave's was 13:26 in his win to go to 2-0.
Right, one of the most memorable polls we've ever seen in Jenga. Not sure this one will get to that point, but he knows he's going to have to work the block a little bit here.
He did appreciate the extreme focus on himself when it came to that turn, and it paid off.
It was the wedge move back and forth. He wedged it, hinged it, as PFT says. This one's a Tillman's Crest, so not as much wiggle room.
Dave rocking that skeleton hoodie, 20% off. Plenty of one bite
One
merch.
day only.
Yes, one day.
only.
Plenty of one bite merch on the store.barstoolsports.com for 20% off. I believe Dave sold out of a couple of items over the weekend as well.
Yeah, a bunch of
the one bite ugly sweater, one of the items.
Jeez Louise.
Remember, if you push it
He's
out, and
facing
it
some
falls,
more
it's fine.
adversity here.
If
See the
only
one
you're
bite apparel on the
Yeah,
bottom of
right.
your screen.
No, I'll get it out,
Yeah.
but this one's
Majority of that
way
still available.
tighter than I thought.
20% off all the way up until midnight. We'll have the Cyber Monday telethon starting at 7 p.m. Caleb and I will be broadcasting the escape room inside the usual Triple S, which is the reason why we are out here today.
That's going to be a tough
I went
go.
into this
Great
one
for
thinking
people
this was gonna
watching.
go right
Yes.
out.
Tough go for those on the inside.
White Sox Dave, Kate, some more twisting. Brandon and Glenny Balls will be the foursome in there.
Reminder, Facebook and YouTube too,
Yes,
Jake.
Facebook,
Hit
YouTube.
those likes.
Absolutely.
That subscribe,
Like
that
and
bell
subscribe.
icon. That bell icon, you know when new
Yes.
videos up, knowing we're going live.
And by the way, the last person to claim the progressive jackpot, I have a source who confirmed to me they were a subscriber on
Absolutely.
YouTube and
How much
Facebook.
more do I have to go?
Absolutely they were.
Yeah,
You don't win
it's
this unless you
stuff
do a little
to
research, a
that
little
one.
study.
Would
Watch your
appreciate you watching on
Both
whatever
of them
platform
kinda was- it's
you may
stuck
be
to the
joining
top
us
one.
here on this Cyber Monday, the final day of November, believe it or not. Dave continues to preach patience on this turn. We saw some twisting earlier on.
Frank the Tank locked in watching in the background.
Yeah, not a peep from him since that little
It's a
dilemma.
much more difficult block than I gave it credit for.
Much looser now.
Not really.
Nope, he's saying no. It's still just kind of stuck. It's wobbling, which is
Am I
stuck in its
stuck on
place.
this one, Spider?
You get one switch per game.
We have not seen the switch used ever yet.
No, no one has used the switch.
You can't. If you pull that one out, the whole thing's gonna fall.
Is
gotta,
it?
You gotta push the middle one.
I don't
in.
think it is going to fall if I pull that. Maybe. All right.
He may stay on that row though, is what it looks like.
you were
He's
able to
gotta-
push
he's
the
gotta
The
start-
majority
one
of this
back
middle
in,
block
then
is
you-
out, but it seems to be
Fuck.
at a
It's got
standstill here.
glue.
You really dating that housewife?
No.
Robbie continues to chirp in his dugout.
It's an outdated chart.
Much like
24 blocks deep. We're still in that first window of blocks. Question 4, 0 to 29, picked by just 7% of the fields.
I mean, holy cow.
Wrapping his left hand around now.
Can he move other things in the tower? Adjust blocks.
I mean, it doesn't have that much to go. I think I just can be patient, but we're secure, right?
I would say I'm just worried about these two single ones that are on each other is what's causing the wiggle problem.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, those two right there.
His hands look a little tired. Like he spent the last 24 hours assembling furniture.
Some more twisting, some more movement.
I don't know if PFT can tell at all if it's moving down
All
there.
right, I got it.
Oh, he thinks he has it now.
Nice.
And it's out.
Look at that.
He has a fresh slate to work with. And once again, we see the patience
That was
pay off
weird.
for Dave Portnoy.
He's walking away even surprised. He goes, that was crazy how stuck that block was. Took him a while. Not nearly as long as that one other famous turn.
13-26.
That was a big move because this
I see
tower is in
delicate
bad
with it.
shape. I would imagine there's a lot of blocks
See if
like
there's
that on this
anything up
tower.
on
We got the
top
word
that-
from
that
Hank. That was a
moves.
5-minute turn.
It'll
Kind of
have to
weird
stick with
how it like went all the way and then it was like a glue.
Now it's
There's
Trent.
something weird about the tower today.
Trent doing some light taps. Doesn't like what he actually lost his jersey earlier today.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Team Zarch.
60 seconds.
He
to
does
pick it up.
have a hoodie wrapped around his waist. Dave did call, excuse me, Trent did
Moving
call
if you
Dave
just-
a
if you-
winner
I mean, you gotta be
entering
real
this match.
delicate and patient with it, but it's moving.
Trent was just
45
tapping and
seconds
looking
now.
away. That was a bit of a
That's not
cocky
to
move
get it
there.
out. That's just to pick a block. You
Boy,
got
the
time.
more and more he taps that thing, the
Looked
more
like
it goes
Robbie
back and
almost,
forth.
Like,
Great
he was
teamwork
like
down
tapping
there.
while looking at him.
Trent and Robbie.
Crazy move by Trent to not be.
Because
Oh,
They're not
Chiseling
30
block.
seconds.
I don't know how many
You guys have
more.
notes.
I don't know how much more that can take. Chisel wise. Oh, he just
He's
moved the
got
entire
fat-
top of the
he's got
tower.
fat
Wow.
fingers.
Whoa!
Just called him. He has
He
fat
just got
fingers.
that. He got
That's
the,
fair.
that's yeah.
He's spelling it with a PH. You got cool fingers, bro.
Remember, Team Zarch is 0-1.
45
They start
seconds.
0-2. They
That's
would be in
coming,
big,
that's
big trouble. And it would put the Purple Hedgehogs
What?
in a clinching scenario for their next match.
Are we adding time?
Every time he pulls that block,
putting that
block
one back
above
in.
it starts to
Three,
remove.
Because I can't fall.
2, 1, That's got to be your block.
There's the timer, so it's got to be this
It doesn't
block.
actually have to be your block.
But he
You
does
gotta
have
switch.
one
He's
redo.
just saying that
He does have one
broadcast
switch,
is
but that's it, though. That is
show.
the only switch. So you got to be confident,
I mean, if
especially when the
Dave
game
was
gets
able to
late.
pull
You got to
that
be
one,
real
you
confident
can't
that that's
pull
the right
that.
move. He
Just
just said
careful with
fuck
it.
out
Don't
loud.
rush
He's
it.
not
Is
happy.
it stuck in the
patient.
middle like mine was? Yeah.
Be patient.
Maybe it's something in the air.
Similar scenario here to what Dave went through on his last block. The extraction, or at
Yeah.
least half of it,
Yeah,
becomes
I had
easy.
that, and then your
But once you
fingers
reach the back end, it's glued in.
Yep,
Be
exactly.
very patient with it.
Usually the Tittleman's Crest has an easy time halfway through.
I think if I do
His
that,
problem, though,
I
is
keep-
that
Yeah,
other
just keep
blocks
putting
are
it
now
on back.
moving to
Yes,
that one. Dave was able to focus up
done
and
this a
wiggle that
million
thing out,
times.
but Trent, he
Who'd
may not
you
even have
guys
that
lose to?
ability because of the
Don't
block
even
above
remember.
it.
It's not important.
And
Not
every
to
time
you
he
guys.
touches
Who
it,
did
it
they lose
moves.
to in the first round?
They lost to Mush and Balls.
Tough.
Who?
Glenny and Mush.
They've not impressed with teams
Always
like this.
remind people that Glenny did lose the last match.
Don't
while
listen to
giggling.
them.
I'm not. Yeah.
Glenny Giggles. They are off today. I believe
Yeah,
we'll
just
see
keep
them
doing
on
that.
Thursday.
Bro, this is coming.
He laughed
doing
so
that.
hard he knocked the tower over.
Oh yeah, the ball giggle.
I've never seen a
it's
human
coming.
shake as much as Glenny Baldo
Yeah.
shaking.
Be very
during
delicate with it.
that.
Trent,
Trent
meanwhile.
might have found it.
But
Gotta be
remember,
careful
he
the
has
way
that third row Eastern block, which may come down with it.
Yeah, and that tower is the weight. Every time he removes his hand from that block, the
You're doing
weight
great.
just continues to redistribute.
And friendly reminder, any block that touches the
Probably
ground that is
80
not the block you're
80% of
pulling,
the way
it's a
there.
Jenga. So if
85.
that third
We're more
row
than that.
block falls, it's over.
Brother, you got this.
Fuck.
Put it back one more time.
Trent
Put
losing
it back
confidence.
One more time. You can't have that one fall. Slide it up.
Jeez.
Yep. Hell yeah, brother.
Shaky hands.
There it is.
And it's out.
Almost identical. to what
Places it on the right side.
Great pull,
It's
and
clear.
they didn't use up their redo in terms of the block they want to pick.
So now it is back to Rhea. On this 2-0 start for the Purple Hedgehogs, Rhea said it gives her a lot of confidence, but she is treating it one game at a time because there's still a lot of room for error. Playing twice.
We saw it with Big Cat and Roan. They were sitting pretty.
They went from 2-0 to 2-2 in the blink of an eye.
And right now, out
Right.
on tiebreak.
Nice.
Rhea with a
That
quick
was easy.
extraction.
She can read tower.
These middle block only retowers seem to be the toughest.
They do, and that was very quick
Kiss
and
'em.
confident. As someone who's played this game quite a bit.
All right. Jeez.
Spider telling Rhea to kiss them. I don't know if the
Dave
Purple Hedgehogs
immediately
enjoyed
got
that
the
call.
Spider.
Kiss
Good.
him.
But it's clear. And we are on to block number 27. Robbie was actually hoping that entering this match that Dave would be out of it today. He said maybe he was partying a little bit during Thanksgiving. Maybe he'll be a little bit out of it because he was mad at employees this weekend. But he wanted to note he was not mad at Trent or Robbie.
No, he's not. They pushed their merch well.
Little does Robbie know, the first game was Miami Noodle Dave, and we won.
True.
Yes.
Very true.
I am. Can you hear me?
Little do you guys know.
I'd almost be better. You're more relaxed. It's like if you get in a car accident and you're a noodle,
Right.
you know.
You don't really care much.
Yeah. What is this?
And now we have a new sideline reporter. Welcome, Coach Doug's pinch hitting
Distracting.
for PFT commentary as other obligations. Coach Doug's, how we doing down there?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got halfway through some chicken nuggets, so I got some waiting for me after this, but I'm glad to be here.
All right, Coach Doug's. All
Not
the
much,
attention
this
on
is,
Robbie Fox.
I'm guessing we're going to be probably about 5 or 10 more blocks, and we're going to be out
Trent
of here.
and
I'm gonna
Robbie,
eat
by
some
the way,
chicken
Jeff,
nuggets.
a combined individual record of 2 and 8. That won't get it done.
No, I saw a stat earlier that Rhea with Trent and Robbie 1 and 3, and then with Liz and Dave 3 and 0.
Nice.
2 and 0 with Dave.
Interesting.
Pull out
saber
Robbie. That
metrics
thing
there.
is still moving.
Goes for the retower down the middle. It's clear. And now the spotlight is back on El Presidente.
Robbie, the only Jenga player with a sleeve tattoo.
We saw the first 20 blocks, Jeff. Very quick pace. Since then, the turns have been tougher.
Yeah, I don't think it's by choice either. I think it's just the tower is in such bad shape they have to go slow.
Do you have a middle name?
I think all these players would prefer a quicker match.
Remember, still in that 0 to 29 range. 2 more blocks to go on that end. Only 15% say Dave will end this match. He's never lost inside the Triple S.
There's a couple possible moves, but I think all of them look rather tough to pull. There seems to be an obvious one towards the top of the tower. I don't know who's going to go after that first, though.
A couple of full slates up top. Dave searching for answers about midway down.
Nothing so far.
Working his way
What about
up the
the fourth
tower.
row?
Oh, thinks he found one.
May have found one on the west side.
60
Halfway
seconds.
down.
Gonna hinge it out. This is his move. Did this during that 13-minute turn. His next competitor, Tommy, leaving in the background there.
Tommy and Frankie on deck, but now some more twisting of the top half.
Frank was singing right now.
Seems to be going for that western block as part of a full slate. Remember, a sweep today.
30 seconds.
Purple
to pick a
Hedgehogs
block.
are in. They would move to 4-0. First things first, got to get to 3-0, and that's what we're trying to figure out here.
Yeah.
Reminder again, 20% off on Barstool Store all day and night long.
The telethon at 7 p.m. You see the rolling
I think this one may be easier.
samples of the merch on the bottom left of your screen.
10 seconds.
Chicks in
to
the
pick a
office,
block.
of course, Rhea part of that group. And Dave part of Penn.
5.
That's everyone here.
I guess technically,
4,
yes.
3, 2.
There we go, Davey Day Trade.
There you go. It's
That's
like
your
it's like
block.
half the DVD logo hit the corner of the screen. We've done it twice now.
Yep. Some more twisting.
Tower twisted again. If he can complete this turn, he puts his arch in an awful spot.
Oh, he has some movement on the west side.
Likes what he sees.
Moving
It's that hinge.
clockwise. Tough to see from our angle there how
Yeah,
much
we're completely
is
blocked
out.
by it.
Jeez Louise.
Majority of this block seems to be out. There's a better angle.
Yep, he's gonna twist this thing on out. Brandon Walker, celebrity sighting in the background.
Yep. Coach Douglas is in awe.
He's like actually distracting.
Dave not loving it.
Oh, what a save for the time being. Needs to stabilize. Nearly a Jenga.
And remember, you could switch because we never switched. So if you put it back.
Were you reminding him he can switch blocks?
But you
if he
would have to
wants?
put it back.
Just leave it like this?
No, I mean put it back if you could. I would say try to balance it out.
That was nearly
Pull it,
disaster
but
for the
you
Purple
can put it back and
Hedgehogs.
switch.
That'd be a pussy move.
He has about 90% of the block out, it
That's not the way you built
seems.
this company.
Give or take.
Brick by putting bricks back.
I feel like if I move, it's going down.
You slowly turn it back into its place.
Yeah.
There you go.
It looks like he may be reversing course for now.
So what's the deal on this switch thing?
You have 75 seconds to pick a new block.
So we could see history here. We could see our
Could be
first,
the
new
first
switch. But Dave would have to put this block back, I believe.
Well, the block is back
That's
now.
back.
I think you should try going
Confirmed
for
it
the
is
one
back,
you
so
did.
now
Are
he's
you
gonna start
using your
searching.
switch?
No, I'll stick with this one.
He's going to stick
Okay.
with it for now.
At least he's got balls.
We nearly had the Jenga a couple of minutes ago. But the Purple Hedgehogs still have life.
And there you go. He tried to wedge out that side of the block so he doesn't have to hinge it in the other way that he was before. He's changing course just with the same block.
I believe he was turning clockwise. Now counterclockwise and another save.
Saves it again.
This thing's not very sturdy.
Yeah, this tower's been in trouble since the beginning.
You called it about block 3 or 4. You said you didn't see it
It
going
just-
long.
Even Dave walked away from the first move.
Can
He's
I
like,
still
this tower's
switch?
terrible.
Yes. Yes.
Can still use his switch, according to our official spider.
I think he's gonna. I think he's He wanted to give it another try, twist it maybe the other direction, but at this point he sees that it just may be a doomed block. Though now the more he puts it back, it's starting to wedge up the other way.
Remember, his longest individual turn was 13.26 a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know if pulling it is
We're
the
not
right
really close to there yet, but he does have 2 significant saves so
I
far.
do think on this side there's one that you can get and it will stabilize it because it
Trent
seems like it's
cannot
leaning
believe
that
it.
way.
Trent is stunned.
Oh, could it be a
You can
third
use your
save?
forearm.
His entire hand is on the tower.
Use your forearm to.
Rhea trying to coach her teammate through this mess.
Oh,
what?
It's on top of that double hanger, Jeff, on the bottom third of the tower.
This is champions made here.
Trying to twist it back into a better spot in terms of the weight of the tower.
We've seen great saves from other teams around the league. Big Cat is one that sticks out. There's some more twisting. And that's jenga! Zarch is on the board and the Purple Hedgehog. Take loss number 1 of the season.
Yeah, they moved to 2-1, still sitting pretty in the group, but boy did Zarch need that. Without that win, they would have been in pretty poor shape, and they're going to have to go up again. The Purple Hedgehogs now against Tommy and Frankie, looking to avoid going 0-2 in a doubleheader.
So 28 blocks is where Dave Portnoy ends this match. Let's send it down the stream to the Phillips Norelco locker. Coach Duggs is with the Purple Hedgehogs.
Thank you. Rhea, Dave, that was just a horrible, horrible loss today. What are you feeling right now?
I feel fine because we have another game coming up that I'm confident we'll win. I was, Robbie and Trent, I kind of figured we'll just throw that one away. We've been winning a lot, so I'm not really nervous about it. And I think Dave is showing a lot of strength sitting there with the patience that he has. Just wasn't our game.
Absolutely. Dave, she said you have a lot of patience. You decided not to make the switch.
Well, I was trying to. I was in a tough spot. No excuses, but you came out of the clouds and was in my side peripheral vision. And you're a big guy.
Okay, I'm a big guy, and I came from out of the clouds. Thank you very much, Dave. Congratulations on the company you built and an amazing Jenga match there, even though you lost it.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll see you back soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Duggs. And
some might say
Jeff,
it's his fault.
He made a speech like he got fired.
Yes, let's send it to our
it's like an exit
Phillips
speech.
Norelco close shave of the match. Despite Dave ending this match, he did have a handful of good saves, and that brings us to our Phillips Norelco close shave.
Yeah,
of
and
the
you
match.
will see the shit-eating grin from Duggs in the corner of the picture here. He was smiling. It was distracting to Dave. He noted it. He saved the tower a couple times, did as much as he could, but in the end, I think he knew it. The tower was in bad shape for 28 turns. Right from the get-go, it was in bad shape, but they're up again. Will it start off better this time? And they're going up against a team they've already beat.
All right, let's send it back down the stream. In the winner's circle for the first time this season, Team Zarch is now 1-1.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Team Zarch, on your first win. How does that feel to get that win after or against Dave Portnoy?
You know what? It feels great. It was a long time coming. All due respect to Dave, I respect him. It was honestly an honor to compete against a legend such as himself, but had to hit him hard and fast with the trash talk. I don't think anyone else did that previously, so that might have been our key to victory tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how do you feel today?
I feel great. Yeah, I got to give a shout out to my guy Robbie. He really brought the shit talk today, and I think that was a big part of it. But it really feels good to get a win in the win column.
Absolutely. And Dave did mention, he said no excuses, but then he did say that I had an impact. Obviously, I just want to clear the board. I just want to clear the board that I was not involved with anything. There's no collusion.
Of course not.
I just happened to be a big guy who came from the clouds.
Correct. You were just as distracting to us, no offense.
Perfectly.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I'm distracting no matter who you are. Thank you very much for the clarification. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Duggs. Thank you to Team Zarch. 2 matches down, 1 to go, but we'll step aside. Back in 30 seconds here on Stool Streams, presented by Heine Hard Seltzer.
Thanks to Cross Country Mortgage, your boy's a homeowner right now, and the perks of owning a home are limitless. So I turned every room into a man cave. 700-inch televisions in every single wall. 360 degrees of kegerators. Some spread. That's right, I put a ball pit in my house. Extra soft walls that I never have to repair. A sweet-ass go-kart track. Whoa! Hey, slow down there, Spider. Go to ccmlens.com/barstool, find out more about owning your own home. Owning a home is the way to go. Take it from your boy, PFT.
All right, welcome back to Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Jeff D'Lo and Jake on hand here. Jeff, 14 players still alive for the progressive jackpot, and that brings us to our grand finale. It's the back end of the doubleheader for the Purple Hedgehogs taking on Goose Mode, who is looking for revenge.
Revenge is, look at that picture of Tommy. Revenge is certainly a word here. I don't know if it's revenge. I think Tommy just screwed up last time. Tommy kind of blew it. It was Dave's first match too, and gave Dave such an upper hand. He did the goose thing. Dave found out he looks like an actual goose, like the animal. So that'll get brought up again here. But I'm actually hearing that it has this match. Don't even factor Dave in. Tommy and Frankie actually have a bit of a feud going here. Frankie now believes that since the cut date has passed, this is his team. He says, I'm the captain now. He owns this team. This is no longer Tommy's team. Frankie has the confidence that I now run this team, no longer you.
Yeah, that's something to monitor and a storyline we will certainly touch on throughout the entirety of this match. It is 0-1 Goose Mode, 2-1 Purple Hedgehogs, and for our grand finale, back down the stream to Spider for the rules and the block order. Spider.
Thanks so much, Jake. Couple rules before we get started. Tommy, Frankie, please remain inside the white tape you see on the floor. Same goes for you, Team Purple Hedgehogs. When it comes to extracting a block, please only one hand at a time. If you use two, your teammate will be penalized and forced to extract the first block they touch on their next turn. Each team will be given one opportunity to change the block that they are stuck on per game, per team, one opportunity. However, this does not apply on a violation. Please use your cell phones only at this point to retweet the stream, which is live on the Barstool Sports main account. And good luck to both teams. Back to the booth with Jake and Jeff.
All right, thank you so much, Spider. And Jeff, before we get started here, Group A has just opened up big time.
Yeah, it has opened up big time, but they can still, and by they I mean the Purple Hedgehogs, they can still have a stranglehold on this group if they win here today. And now with Zarch winning, Goose Mode, they got to get a win. They have not played in weeks. They're rusty.
Whenever you're ready.
They apparently have some team chemistry issues. Let's keep an eye on all of that here today.
All right, it is time for our third and final match. Dave Portnoy will once again start things off. Purple Hedgehogs looking for the split on this doubleheader. And Jeff, we've seen what happens when you're on the wrong side of a doubleheader sweep, because Big Cat last week started 2-0 in first place, ended the day in third place. A similar opportunity here.
Yeah, though they would still be in good enough spot where they would be in the playoffs if today ended, though. Unlike Big Cat and Rome, where they fell all the way out. This team, even if they lose here, they'd still be in a very good spot because of their 2-0 start. But obviously, they don't only want to think about that. They just want to grab that win, which, again, they can't clinch, but they're in great shape if they win here today.
Meanwhile, for Goose Mode at 0-1, their lone match in this season came on opening day. It was November 2nd. And that is when, nearly a month ago. Yes, they've had nearly a month off. So based off of that, Tommy did say the layoff will be good for them because they had the loss and they needed some rest and they'll come back stronger than ever. However, if they lose today, Tommy says it'll be because of the layoff.
So Tommy already hedging. Frankie doesn't like that. Frankie walked into the office today, didn't even say hello to people, basically just said, by the way, I run my Jenga team now. Just letting you know, this is my team.
Are you surprised Tommy didn't cut Frankie?
No, I don't. They didn't lose because of it. Was such a glaring loss for Tommy that he could not blame Frankie, so he couldn't cut him. Frankie played fine.
And a lot on the line here for Tommy from an individual perspective, because with Pat's loss earlier today, Pat and Tommy are now tied for the worst individual record at 1-6. So if Tommy wins, he's out of there.
I misspoke. Cons is not the worst player in the office. Tommy still has that title. Worst statistical player in the office. If he wins today, Nick Tarani actually becomes the worst player. But for now, Tommy still does occupy that spot.
Yes, Tommy 1-6. A loss here, of course, would move him to 1-7, which would be by himself for the worst in the office. And for Rhea, she said flat out, they're going to destroy Tommy and Frankie. That's the first thing she told me in our production meeting yesterday.
That's the confidence that they need.
I don't remember that.
She doesn't remember saying that, apparently.
I would not make
fired
up
up when you two were talking.
I promise I would not.
That Syracuse journalism integrity.
Yes.
Tommy wearing a Tribe Spoken Jeff Probst sweatshirt. You can find that on the Barstool Sports store, 20% off.
You got your
Frankie
wristband?
decked head to toe in
I should check my heart rate.
Barstool Golf. Not the jeans.
No.
Yet. They don't sell jeans yet.
Yes. Remember, 14 players still alive for this $2,500 progressive jackpot. We are tracking questions 5 and 6. Question 5.
Won't be a distraction.
Losing block, Tommy Smokes. The Stoolers are not a fan of him. 49% say Tommy will be ending this match.
That's a
Frankie at
high heart rate.
27%.
I got a high heart rate right now.
Dave at 12% and
I'm at a
Rhea at
120.
12% as well.
You're just
So
gonna stand here?
Goose Mode is not expected to win according to the Stoolers.
I'm at a 120 heart rate.
Let's send it down the stream. Doug's with Dave.
Thank you very much. Dave, I'm so sorry to be a distraction again.
Like JoJo the Whale.
I don't get the reference, but it hurts.
It's a very appropriate one. We're in the middle song. It's like put them in the bathroom.
That's a nice sweater you have. Where would people buy that if they wanted to buy it?
Great question, Coach Doug.
Thank you.
The store. One day only. This is a fire design. It's actually going to be puffier than it is, but it's a pizza skeleton. Store.barstool. One day only.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, remember, yes, we have
Doug
the side-
scurried on out of there real quick.
You know that reference?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
You do?
The Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
JoJo the Whale.
Yeah.
Remember, we are in a different atmosphere here, so tough to hear the
Put him-
players.
what did you say,
but
put
it
him in the
seems like
bathroom?
everybody's on the same page.
He's breathing on them. Put him in the bathroom.
Because he's cold, right?
No, they're playing.
Yeah, yeah, but he was making
Yeah,
me cold.
right.
Yeah,
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 right. Yeah, you know, put him in the bathroom. All-time movie.
Oh, is that the Use Guys Can't Leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
12 blocks
Well,
deep.
that's right. That's not from that. It's not that scene. They're playing like dice in the bathroom.
Oh, is JoJo the Whale a big guy?
Huge.
That makes sense.
You should watch the movie.
It's a great movie.
That's a
Jeff,
concerning heart
in
rate.
terms of the Group A,
Oh,
the
it's-
state of Group A.
It's something that I'm actively going to the doctor for.
I didn't hear a reference.
It's a JoJo the Whale.
My heart's
There's
exploding.
Like, what's considered a heart attack?
Also really.
Well, Trent was 180 one day on the golf course.
It is.
That was a heart attack.
Doug's taking a lot of ricochet shots.
For more reasons than one.
I do kind of want to at some point pull up. I'm assuming our social tweeted it out, but the
60
picture
seconds to
of
pick a
Doug
block.
smiling while Dave is pulling that block in the last match is a
Tommy,
sight to
you
behold.
feel good about that one?
Yes.
No,
see.
people just missed it. I almost knocked
You
it
mentioned
out.
the tribe has spoken. Ugly
Just with
sweater
my
for
straight
Tommy.
hand.
Doug's actually his mustache looks very Craig Stadler-like, old golfer. Speaking of Barstool golf.
Yeah, it's not
Doug's
bad.
rocking the Jacksonville
Let's
Jumbo
just
shrimp
run.
hat. I believe double A for the
Also,
Marlins.
now am I
Tommy did a
responsible
weird
for fixing
run just
Tommy's
now. I wanna
lopsided
know.
block?
I put it on the other side.
When
No,
Tommy
that was
does
you.
the weird runs that usually mean, or weird little moves, things start to shape up.
Let me do my finger exercises.
So now here's Rhea once again.
Easy one. Do you have any strategy on where we should be going?
Rhea's Jenga career has certainly switched in a positive way since she drafted Dave. She had one of the worst records pre-league.
We're only
Since
2
then,
and 1.
2-1, looking good.
Yep, both Dave and Rhea top 5. Only team I believe that has both players in the top 5. Statistically.
Yes.
I just said statistically.
You all right, Tommy?
Statistically. Oh, Tommy just got some nervous energy. He almost left the area.
Yes, you must stay on your white tape
Is he
dugout.
His heart rate is
He
at
looks like he's about to,
120.
is Tommy about
He
to
does
cry?
look like a dizzy guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in
I got dizzy
tears
during a
from
pizza
our
review
angle.
once. Remember that?
Yeah. Remember the helicopter?
Well, that was anyone would have gotten dizzy on that one.
I'm not crying.
Uh-oh.
Tommy with some nervous laughter here.
That was tight.
Frankie gets
Super-
it out, places it down the
super
middle.
nervous energy.
And it's good, but Jeff, before we continue here, what did we just see from Tommy Smokes?
I don't know.
I don't think I did it.
He nervously scurried away, and then just started shaking uncontrollably in the corner.
I don't remember.
And the lighting made it look like he might be crying too. It's
Talking to himself, maybe?
It's weird. Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
He just looks
blacked out?
uncomfortable. He looks so uncomfortable right now.
All right, we resume play inside the Square of Doom as Dave Portnoy has his eyes set on an eastern block about 8 rows deep, gets it out with ease.
Locked in right now after playing a game earlier already.
Why?
And it's good.
He's gonna fall into.
I don't know. Now everybody's talking about it.
He's gonna fall into the tower.
Frankie losing confidence in his teammate.
Oh, boy.
Frankie actually had some
feel
words
like-
for Tommy.
He's lightheaded, he said.
We get this guy water.
Everybody get it together now. Let's get it
60
together.
seconds to pick a block.
He said he's lightheaded.
Shut up, Jeff.
And that is not a veteran move, letting the broadcasters get in your head.
I let the broadcasters firm in my head.
It's out for Tommy. And it's good.
You all right, dude?
Yeah, no, he is.
Holy.
I don't know if we have a medical
It's the-
team
the-
on
I mean, what's the
standby. We
lighting
might
here
need it.
today? Lighting is like
18 blocks. Here we are with Rhea. Remember, question 6 you have to nail on the spot. The most popular pick, fill in the blank, is 37 blocks picked by 15% of the field.
How many people we have left?
14 people.
Okay, you may have said that. I might have.
Yeah.
missed that.
Chance at a winner. If nobody wins, $3K will roll over to Thursday's afternoon's broadcast. We will be back inside the Triple S for that one.
What about tonight?
Tonight, we have the Pigskin Parlay. Jeff, you're not going to believe this. We have 139 people heading into tonight's game if they pick the exact Monday Night Football score. I believe the previous record was 24. Now we have 139.
I have a lot of winners. Could have one.
Yes. Hank and I
hope they all put their scores in properly.
will most likely be live streaming on the Part of My Take Twitch for the end of that game.
Nope,
Hopefully have some finalists with us
Not be a hero
as they
here,
sweat
Frankie.
out that jackpot. We had 2 winners last week for the first time ever.
This thing's
They split
shaking, man.
The $25,000.
Like
It was
a lot.
actually 26.
Find a
It's a
Lucy.
guaranteed
Find a Lucy.
pool of 1,000, so they got 13K each.
Tommy's saying, find the Lucy.
The
Imagine
Lucy.
meeting the Lucy
60
block.
seconds.
The
Pick
Lucy
your block.
Goosey. And speaking of geese, Dave was very amused the last time these two teams played because he came to the realization that, yes, Tommy does look like a goose.
He looks like the bird, the goose.
Grey Goose logo.
Cool logo.
However, Tommy did not take any offense to that because, according to Tommy, scientists universally agree that geese are the hottest animals in the kingdom.
Say you give me the hands up, right, and we walk away.
Just don't believe that whatsoever.
Has that ever
National
happened yet?
Geographic.
Where it's been like a couple seconds?
Tommy fidgeting in the background.
Okay.
Jeff Probst sweatshirt.
All right, Tom.
20% off all day. And this, again, reminder, escape room
yes.
tonight.
Escape room, Caleb and myself.
Before the other
Who's in the
person
escape room?
stepped in the
The
box,
escape
so
room is White
technically
Sox
could
Dave,
get a
Glenny
loss
Balls,
for
Brandon
50
Walker,
here.
and Kate.
How's Tommy not in the escape room?
I didn't get asked.
Huge error. Can we still put him in?
I think that's your call.
Yeah, Tommy's in.
Oh, and Tommy just got put in the escape room.
4 people has become 5.
Mid-turn, and I'll tell you, I walked by that escape room. I walked by that escape room. It looks like everything Tommy would hate.
Well, I do. I wrote some of the questions in it.
So you can ask him in it.
No, like I know the answers.
Oh.
So that kind of
Well,
does
can
change
somebody?
things.
I don't know how it works. Is it a group answer or an individual answer?
It's a team. It's a team effort.
Lucky dog.
He
They'll
avoided,
have
he
1 hour
avoided
to
it.
get out.
He
Yeah, so
avoided it.
Tommy's back.
Brandon Walker thought he might have an out.
You need to
Nope,
talk
confirmed
about
he
it.
is
You
still in.
don't think about how nervous you are.
Yeah, by the way, Caleb and myself, we will be anchoring the coverage. Dave will be leading the Cyber Monday Telethon. It starts at 7 p.m., and the more money raised, the longer that the foursome could be trapped if they do not succeed. Back down the stream, Doug's with Tommy Smokes.
Thank you very much. So Tommy, you've been on a roller coaster in the last 10 seconds. You're in the escape room, you're out of the escape room, you're over here, you're shaking, you're nervous. I don't think you're crying. People have said it.
I'm not
What are your
crying.
thoughts right now?
No, I mean, look, I would do the escape room if asked. I'll do whatever the company needs. I did write some of the questions, so whatever they decide. But I'm focused on Jenga right now.
Jenga right now, do you feel like maybe when your questions come up, you just couldn't answer them, but the other people could?
Yeah, that would be a possibility.
Okay.
Well,
I hope
I'm focused on this tower.
Gotcha.
Look
Okay,
at
perfect.
Frankie.
So Jenga right now.
Jenga right now,
Escape
maybe
room.
escape room later.
60
thank you.
seconds to pick your block.
I'm struggling today, guys. Like big
Frankie
time.
losing confidence quickly.
The tower actually, from that angle, the tower actually looks worse because of all
It's shaking.
the middle blocks, all the Tillman crest being pulled.
We talked a lot about the Goose Mode team chemistry. Frankie did say that Tommy has a predetermined way of going about this league. He said he's either going to win the 10K or blame Frankie for losing it.
Correct, but
There's no
again,
in between.
Frankie took the bull by the horns this morning.
I am dizzy.
Then he's not putting up with that shit. He can't be cut anymore.
Right.
He
The
can
cut
say or do
deadline
what he
was
wants.
Black Friday.
They
There was
come
no
right up to
movement
it
on
and
the
they just
waiver
pick.
wire.
What? How many blocks are we at?
This is block
20?
24. Top of the order for Dave.
It's a tight
The losing block
tower,
against
man.
Zarch in his first career loss, but looking for the split here. If they win this, they're still in the driver's seat. They'd move to 3-1.
Yeah, they're in great. I mean, even if they lose here, they're in still good shape. This is much more of a must-win for a team like Goose Mode. This is only their second match.
What's the,
0-1.
never mind.
Lost to this
Never
Purple
mind.
Hedgehogs team on November 2nd. And during that match, Tommy actually committed a two-hand violation while celebrating. He was taunting, I believe it was PFT or Spider, and he used two hands.
He did the Goose Mode celebration, I believe. He hasn't activated Goose Mode
good luck.
yet.
Those are tough.
Great overhead shot there.
And this just in from the sabermetrics department. Hank just let us know, if Goose Mode wins this, the entirety of Group A would be 500.
Obviously with the upper hand of 2 wins here.
Right. It would be 2-2 and then 3-1-1 team. So that would be pure chaos.
When do you go Goose Mode?
Of course.
I got a 2-hand violation last time.
Doesn't sound like he's going to do Goose Mode. Dave wanted to see Goose
He
Mode.
learned his lesson last time, committing the violation. But a quick turn there for the man out of 4.
Backs himself out. Square duel.
Now back to Rhea, looking for that
The more you
Tillman's
talk to me,
crest
the
on
more
row
you shoot
5.
Maybe it's just you.
Frankie, no stranger to stool streams, obviously. Big cornhole player, big ping pong player.
Yep. We'll have those return in 2021
heart
as well.
rate. We're monitoring his
some
heart
leagues
rate.
as well. So other sports in
He
the
just
works.
lost his phone.
Oh my, Spider
Frankie's
just
phone just got
confiscated.
confiscated.
Not the first time we've seen it with Billy football before.
I was monitoring a health condition.
He did it with KFC as well after that fake, what was it?
Fake
Theo
rumor about
Epstein.
Theo
yes.
Epstein, yeah.
So Spider, no stranger to confiscation, like your 9th grade teacher. You ever get your phone taken away in school?
Frankie dies.
One time.
One time. Your mom had to come pick it up?
No, they gave me after class. I was looking up the name of that movie. It's that Disney movie with
It's a
the
warning
kids.
and-
Oh, was I in the box?
The Jewish school, they play basketball.
I didn't notice it, but should that occur, and
Folklore Miracle?
if
Okay.
it's
I was looking that up. She yelled at me.
if it becomes
Twice.
excessive, we'll
If it becomes
address
excessive.
it.
But it's not like a in the books penalty or nothing.
Right.
Got it.
No, just stepping in the box when.
Frankie's still looking for his first career Jenga win. You mentioned he's
Not
excelled
for the
in
first fight.
cornhole and table tennis in the Triple S prior to this league.
That was a tough ball.
It's supposed to be in the middle, yeah.
And it's good. So now to block 28 with Dave. Looks like he may have found something on that 4th row. Remember, with that new block placed, that is the new 4th row, so that is a legal move.
Smart move right there.
And he takes advantage. Now back to Tommy, who is looking low.
Tyler, what about that 4th row on the other side? Or do you not like that?
Just looks a little. Oh.
Thinks he found an easy one.
There is significant movement.
Is Tommy pleased?
That is row 4. Legal. Takes a deep breath before the retower. And it's good. On to the 30 ring.
You got to kiss him on top.
Oh,
Tommy.
not good enough for Spider.
Ooh.
Late call there, but you see the gap in between the left and middle block.
Good.
There it is.
Yeah, that was good.
And that's because she put the middle on so far left. It's like,
Only
No, she puts one
11.85% say Rhea will end this match. 14 players
Right, I can take
were
cards.
alive heading into this one for the $2,500 jackpot. They have to pick the losing block and the exact number of blocks, and the cash is theirs.
Tower's starting to lose a little bit of its integrity there.
Rhea moving it counterclockwise.
Silent. It's the quietest I've ever heard The Office.
Big time swing match here in Group A we mentioned earlier. If Goose Mode can win it, it'll be a 4-way tie, but Purple Hedgehogs split this doubleheader. They'll be all by themselves back in first. And by the way, that loss for Purple Hedgehogs, if you're to chalk in Group C, you've got to be feeling good because you have some cushion now for that bye.
Yeah, Big Evan Liz are looking like
Wow.
they're in great
Wow.
shape for the bye.
The only
Home.
undefeated team left.
Oh.
What a move by Rhea.
Rhea gets it out.
Huge moment.
Fuck.
And on.
Frankie.
Down the middle.
Frankie very upset watching that one happen. And now he steps up.
That was crazy.
New row though for Frankie. there be an easy one. Looks like that's the case. That was simple.
Oh boy.
It's quick.
He's making noise.
Oh, two hands.
Oh, you
fucking
And that's it for
You
Tommy.
cradled
Tommy
that
has his
thing.
out now. He can now blame Frankie if they lose. That was a
No,
big
because then
moment.
I
for
put
Josh.
it back into my right hand now.
That was an obvious one.
Can I
Maybe
put it back
the
into
most
my
obvious ever.
That was.
I could toss it?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Fuck.
But again, new player hasn't
that
played.
makes
Only his second match, hasn't played in a
So
month.
that means
And now
Next
Tommy
one,
has
Tommy,
a
the
way
first
to
one he
blame
picks,
Frankie
so
if they
you
lose the
got
match.
it.
All right,
Yeah,
before we
you just gotta
continue
get it.
here,
Not
here's a
gonna
look
get
at this violation. No review needed, Jeff. This
Yeah,
one
because
was
Tommy-
clear cut.
Don't even need to replay on this one.
I think it's you.
Fans out of their seats to watch
my
this insanity.
Oh, no.
And
You just went.
Hang on, wait till
hands all over. He got so handsy with that block. That was incredible.
And now Tommy gets a losing block.
Relax.
And now,
No, but now,
there
honestly,
is more tension
elevate
in the
yourself.
dugout.
You
of
set me up to be
Stool.
here.
They're in trouble.
Pick the fourth row. You'll be fine.
Back to Dave. Remember, on Tommy's turn now, he'll have to pull the first block he touches.
We don't
What are you gonna
often
do,
see it
dude?
become that big of an issue. I do want to note that a lot of times it's not that big of a deal on the next pull, but Dave can put Tommy in a real tough spot if he makes this pull.
So let's see here. Pivotal moment, block 32. Dave looking on the bottom half of the tower for now.
Yeah, I really fucked this one. Tom, you have a chance to be a fucking
Gets it
I
out
know. Tommy loves being a hero.
and gets it on. By the way, Jeff, with the win
Holy
earlier today
smokes.
from the Rankin Wranglers, Goose Mode is now just one of two
You gotta
teams
activate
league-wide
Goose Mode now.
without a win. You have
Goose
Frank the
Mode
Tank
activated.
and Pubes.
Oh, he did it.
And there it is, Goose Mode.
He activated Goose Mode. Wow.
The last time Tommy used Goose
I'm
Mode,
going bottom.
he committed
Loose
a
up top.
violation on the very
Where
next
you going?
turn.
Where you going?
A violation
I touched
here.
it.
That's
Why
what
would
I'm
you have
going
to do that?
for.
He touched the
Oh,
block.
could not be tighter. Could not be tighter.
I'm not sure he meant to do that, but he did activate Goose
no,
Mode.
it's fine.
Remember, this is
Come on,
because
Tommy, you're moving, baby.
Shut up, shut up.
You're moving.
that left block.
You're moving and shaking. You're
Oh,
fine.
not-
couldn't be tighter.
Go anywhere else.
Can't believe you went so low at such a high
He has
count.
no
pretty
option.
loose, actually.
He must pull this block
Why would he go
because of the
that
penalty
low?
when Frankie
The
touched
top
block with two
wobbles.
hands.
That's
Frankie
definitely
can't
not that
even
tight.
watch. Block
Come on,
33,
Tommy.
Tommy smokes.
Come on, Goose.
Goose Mode has been activated.
He has
Tommy
some movement.
He hasn't won in 70 days. He hasn't
Uh-oh,
won since
Frank just
September
woke up.
21st.
Uh-oh, shit.
Block 33,
Come
the most
on.
pivotal of the match.
It couldn't be sturdier.
Come on, Tommy.
Oh, he's got
No.
movement. The tower does as well.
The tower's moving. It's tilting.
We have fans out of their seats here in the office. It's out.
Oh, man.
Goose.
Tommy.
He deactivates
Not a
Goose
problem, I
Mode.
just deactivated Goose
Yeah, he
Mode.
did.
I'll have to
He can't-
reactivate.
He can't leave Goose Mode up the whole time.
This
Legend.
time
I'm
he
a
remembered
legend.
to do the goose after he retowered, so he didn't use the
Thank you for giving
violation.
me that moment.
You're welcome.
Don't touch it with two hands again.
What a moment for Tommy. 70 days. He has not won a match.
Dude, that was tight to start.
Now on to Rhea at block
That was not
34.
tight. I mean, he took it out.
No,
That was
it
pretty
wasn't.
quick.
It was a
Remember,
slow
one more
tightness.
violation from Goose Mode, that would effectively end it.
Yeah, if they do violate again,
And Rhea found
You
something.
just pulled.
they can DQ him.
Whoa.
Oh,
Was not a violation. No
I
call
don't
from
know.
Spider just yet.
oh.
I didn't
think
see it.
it's-
I don't
She
I'm
knows, she knows.
I'm not
No,
gonna,
I don't know.
I just didn't see it.
She got to finish the turn. We'll get a replay.
No
of it.
call.
I'm calling it because I want another look at it. Two hands.
Call on the
But it
floor is two-hand violation.
She may have implicated herself there.
Wait, don't get near the tower.
Definitely.
Call on the floor is yes.
I don't think he did.
We need obvious evidence. It's no.
I mean,
Is it clear enough to overturn?
I've never seen one more clear thing.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Call is yes. We're waiting to hear
Call
from Spider.
stands.
Call
Call
stands.
stands.
It is a violation from Rhea.
Fuck, I gotta get through.
Now,
And now
Dave.
both teams are in trouble.
Dave will have to pull, but he won't even get there. Tommy's got to make sure he even gets there. He has to keep the tower standing, and his thing is very wobbly.
Frank, keep that.
A violation from either side now would end it if the other team says yes. So with 10K
That's
on the
good.
line,
We
you'd
also
assume
can't
that
do
would
that.
be the case.
Any violation effectively
good?
ends
Yep.
the match.
I don't even want to. which
turn
one,
now,
I
and if
think.
Frankie can survive here, Dave would have an uphill battle. He would have to take out the first block he touches.
4 throw maybe? Or
Relax.
Oh, it's shaking.
Frankie telling Tommy to relax. Tommy a little sideline coaching.
Looking for that row 4 west side block.
Ooh, could be an easy one. Might loosen up another block
Jeff,
on
you
that
see
row
the
for
state of
Dave.
the tower. The last, I believe, 10 rows are out of play now for good.
Yep.
Okay, this is not coming out.
Block math is about to come into play here.
Yep.
Someone's going to get screwed at some point this match.
Tommy, you're
continues.
fucked.
Block 35 for Frankie.
Frankie losing a little confidence here. Doesn't like what he sees.
I hate it.
Twisting.
Come on.
Pinching.
Will it recoil?
Moment of truth. Out!
That was crazy.
Yeah, the one on the other
Where's
side.
Moaning Boys?
Frankie wraps around. And it's on. All right, Jeff, here we go. Because of Rhea's penalty, Dave must pull out the first block he touches.
Thank you.
A lot of potential blocks. He sees
And
one
there's the touch.
right away.
Seems to be that eastern block, row 4. That is the block. Oh, he has movement.
Jesus.
Quickly.
Seems to be easy. But it's so wobbly. You just don't know.
Out with ease.
Oh, look at that. That was nothing.
Where will he go on the retower? Looks like the left side. It is good.
Balances it out perfectly, and neither team affected by the penalty yet. If one more penalty happens, the opposing
thank
team
God.
can
It's gonna
DQ them.
really
Yes.
They have to be ultra
I was hoping
careful.
to ride off into the sunset after my last goose.
Frankie committed a penalty. Rhea committed a penalty.
Already activated goose mode once. Hand in pocket means probably won't do it again.
Block 37 for Tommy.
I
Yes.
deactivated on the celebration.
You
It's
did
the only,
deactivate goose
the
mode.
only flaw
Crowd
of
beginning to
goose mode.
form. A lot more pressure on
Oh
Tommy.
boy, it's
He
gone.
just moved the block above
I had
that
my
one, which
moment
is an
already.
illegal block.
If you're watching at home
60 seconds to
wondering
pick a
when goose
block.
mode is activated,
Come
trust
on,
us,
Tommy.
you
You're
will know.
still in the game.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yes.
There you go. You just commit to it. Just
Remember,
commit.
we mentioned it earlier. If Goose Mode wins this 4-way tie in Group A, if Purple Hedgehogs
Take your
takes
time.
it,
Take your time.
they will be all by themselves in first place.
That prosciutto sandwich is
45 seconds.
45 seconds according to Spider.
The tiebreaker on the win.
Tommy.
Got
Smoked.
one out. Oh, will he go middle or right?
He just second guessed himself. Got real nervous.
And it is clear.
And he
Another
runs
quick
away.
move from Tommy.
He
Tommy
scurries
brought his A
away.
game today. Tommy brought his A game.
We gotta do some sabermetrics on Tommy's time exiting the square of doom.
His speed out of the box is impressive.
Now the pressure back to Rio, who is looking for a Tillman's crest of her own on row 4.
Great chisel here. Put the pressure right back on Tommy.
This is block 38. Ria's got movement, and it's out. Only one place to go up top.
Tough retower.
Trying to sandwich it in between. There's movement. Sky Cam. It's a good look here.
Great angle here of the struggle. She's got room up there, but she may have to pick that up.
There's a chisel on the retower, punching it
it's here
through.
working.
There's
This
some
is
momentum.
unbelievable, dude.
That's a great chisel there.
That's an unbelievable.
Is it
retail.
clear?
It works.
At what point do we
It
get a
is.
step stool?
Not many moves left on the board, Jake.
And now back to Frankie Borelli.
Oh.
39 blocks, our longest today.
There's actually 7. That's actually
Keep the
quite a
hand
bit
away.
of moves, but 7.
All in the top half of the tower.
Yeah.
For the most
There's
part.
only one in
the
the
bottom
bottom half.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you even want to
This
touch
is-
that block.
This is insanity.
This is Frankie's longest match. When these
don't
two
have a
met on
violation
November
and a losing
2nd, it was
block.
only a 27 block match.
Tommy with the violation, activated goose mode.
Would you rather him do that just so you could?
Tommy is more relaxed when he's not up. He's okay with Frankie losing the match. You can blame Frankie.
I have no play.
There's got
Frankie losing confidence quickly.
60 seconds to pick a block.
Says no play at all.
Oh, I think this is the only one. Holy shit.
Where? What?
Shut up.
70-day drought
tilting
for
towards you.
Tommy
No,
Smokes.
it's not. This is the only one, dude. This is
it
the
is
only
tilting
one.
towards you.
I see Doug's in my peripheral.
More tilting on the top half.
And Frankie just noted he does not like the smiling Dougs in the corner of his eye. He
Oh,
sees
shit.
it.
Oh, shit.
No, Frank.
Frankie
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
gets it
Oh, yeah.
out. Anywhere to go with the empty slate. Clear.
Seemed to
On
work.
to block 40.
Big fist pump from Tommy. Little fist bump handshake.
Come on!
high five thing.
And
they're
look at
furious.
Dave find something early, but still a long way to go.
Has to finish the turn, and it looks. Will it recoil?
Goose
No.
mode can't believe how easy
They're
that turn
stunned.
was.
Frankie's furious.
Still needs to retower.
All right, Tommy.
And it's
Don't
good.
fuck this up.
Very quick turn for block 40, and now it's back to Tommy at
Everyone
41.
will forget about the
It's
Goose Mode
just
one
the
if you drop
Jenga
it.
tower.
100%
Sometimes
they'll
it does that to you, but will the block on the other
Tommy.
side be just as easy?
Take your time, sweetie.
Same row, opposite side. Tommy looking
Oh, I keep forgetting,
to
sorry.
mimic his mentor's move.
Yes, sir.
And he does just that for now.
Oh, God.
He does.
There he runs
You're
away again. Ooh, the run and the fist pump. We're
We're going to end up blowing it over when we run away. So let's,
What a move.
Light on the feet. Light on the
On
feet.
to Rhea with 42. Remember, our record is 50. Rhea was on the
We're at
winning
what?
side
We're
of
at
that
what?
one. That was
That's
back
the
in
most ever?
mid-September.
Yeah.
50 is the longest. Rhea was on.
what are we
Rhea
at?
won that
Where are
match.
we at right now?
42.
Hey, hell of a shot.
And Jeff,
Really?
we
We still
could
have to
get
prove ourselves.
to that range.
Yeah,
we still have two
there's-
full slates.
Yeah, there are enough blocks left where a 50 burger is in play.
We thought it would never be done, but there's still a long way to go before we get there.
Still can't get over that fist pump by Tommy just now.
That one block that Rhea is looking at right now, that's the only move on the bottom half.
Yep. Ooh, that thing wobbled a ton.
Pull it fast.
Goose mode gaining confidence in the dugout. Rhea
That
locked
one's
in
trouble.
You're gonna stick with it.
for now. We have a big time crowd here. You see in the
Yeah, what about that?
background of
He's got
behind
Glenn
Dave.
that
Balls
wasn't-
has
that
stood
wasn't
up
moved enough,
watching now
Spider?
as well.
The largest crowd
Oh,
ever
no, he's going to the
That's
back.
okay. Never mind.
for what is shaping out to be a classic.
No.
None of them.
Rhea losing confidence.
There goes Glenn. He's scurrying by in the background.
What is Balls doing?
He snuck by like a cartoon character.
It's coming down.
Oh no,
60
Rhea.
seconds to
Not
pick
feeling it
your block.
either. Rhea's done enough of these too. She knows.
Looking at that full slate.
I want the record to know that he's saying don't celebrate yet under his breath.
Yeah.
He's
50
actively
seconds to
saying
pick a
when he
block.
should celebrate. I hate that.
Moron. I'm saying don't celebrate yet because of the shaky tower. I'm doing the
Already arguing that might hurt.
What are you doing?
Look, she found one. See?
Yeah, because you. I said don't celebrate.
It's tilting big time.
But Rhea may have an answer here.
I mean, where's that? What's that?
Barely.
Be a patient move. His team has it in them. They've been patient before. It's paid off.
Remember
Now they're
Dave's
2-1.
individual record in their last match,
the fuck does that
13-26,
thing
the
come
second
out?
longest turn ever behind Big Ev, who went 15 minutes.
Oh, I have a new row. Is that too high?
Rhea has more movement.
Dude. What a pull, yeah.
Western block. Slowly but surely.
How is that standing?
Actually, I think the way the block is hanging is actually balancing the tower out right now. Because it is leaning away from her, and that's the recoil she's going to have to deal with here. It's going to bounce away from her. She has to hope it doesn't bounce too much.
Twisting. Over the top half of the tower, those first four rows.
Tommy losing it.
Can I somehow get on the thing now?
Rhea wants the
Spider
apple box
getting the
for more
box.
leverage.
This is legal.
Never seen this
so
move.
close, dude.
Apple box mid-turn.
Top 5 or 6 rows keep wobbling like a seesaw.
Like a pirate, a Captain Morgan pose. Liquor.
Some more movement. It's out, goes for the quick retower.
You're fucking shitting me.
Wow.
Very quick. And it is good.
Wow.
What a move. Huge for the 23-year-old.
Down the middle.
Yeah, we got to straighten
It's gotta be in the middle.
I mean,
The crowd is booing Spider.
Wow.
He's got to stay focused.
It's not a ref show.
Dave giving him an earful. But it looks like it's clear.
Wow. Unbelievable move. Said it was
Nice
coming
move.
down, did not. And now all pressure on Frankie
this
here.
guy.
Oh, boy. Frankie.
43 deep.
Wow. He has that new row, though.
Yep, remember that first block is a new row, so he has a full slate to work with.
Oh, that thing is
There's
shaky.
wobbling.
I mean, what is happening?
Holy crap.
Only 2 teams in the league
the
have
nerves
never
set
won a
in.
match.
Tommy
Goose
is
Mode is
freaking
one
out.
of them.
Smoke's freaking out behind
Tommy,
you.
don't moan.
Oh,
No.
and there we go! It's a jenga! And Purple Hedgehogs are back on top of Group A.
Huge day. They lost the first one. Didn't matter. They are very much in the driver's seat, Jake.
Yeah.
They really just needed one today with who they were playing. 2 teams that were 0-1. They wish they would have clinched. They didn't, but it does not matter. 3-1, a huge start, and it's turmoil for Goose Mode.
Goose Mode is now 0-2, rock bottom of Group A, and they are at the Phillips Norelco locker with Coach Ducks.
Thank you very much. Tommy, Goose, after all the sweat and tears you've put into this, literally, how does that loss feel?
it stinks. I mean, Frankie just couldn't come through today. I had an incredible Goose Mode activation. I had to, overcome his violation. It's all right. I know he said it was his team. I think today showed otherwise. But we still have 4 games ahead of us. We got maybe the toughest competitors in the league out of the way twice. If we can win 4 straight down the stretch as long as Frankie doesn't repeat today's performance.
Okay, absolutely. And Frankie, I mean, just a lot of hostility coming from your partner.
It's accountability.
Here.
It's the worst partner you could possibly think of having in any sort of team event. It's a lose-lose situation for me. If I win, he says that he was a part of that. If I lose, he says he wasn't a part of that. So it doesn't matter what I do. I'm pretty pissed at myself for
Well, if
being
you hadn't
the
pulled the losing block, we wouldn't be in this.
Yeah, no, I know. It was,
At the end there, he was saying don't celebrate. You feel that is what cost you the game, isn't
correct.
it?
I think.
No,
we were
I think it was when Frankie pulled the block in it.
I think we were thinking a little too far ahead, but yeah, no, it's a tough loss. I mean, they're a good team. Rhea I don't know how Rhea pulled that last one. It was a shaky tower. That was a crazy pull.
Absolutely. It's a shaky tower indeed. Well, sorry, tough loss. Congratulations on being part of a great company. Good luck in the next round.
Don't fucking pat me on the back.
All right, thanks so much, Dougs. And before we hear from the winners, Jeff, how about our close shave of the match brought to you by Phillips Norelco? Rhea's 2-hand violation was some issues for Purple Hedgehogs, but they still came out on top.
Yeah, even called it on herself, too. She knew she had the 2-hand violation. Dave ended up making a great pull after this, an easy one. That was pivotal. Rhea thought the game was over during her turn, but her move set up Frankie pulling the losing block, and Goose Mode sent to a very tough 0-2 as the Purple Hedgehogs on top of the group at 3-1 and in the driver's seat easily.
3-1 all by themselves on top of the Group A standings. That's your Phillips Norelco close shave of the match. Back to the Phillips Norelco locker with the winners, Coach Ducks.
Great, thank you very much. I am here with the winning team. Dave, congratulations. Rhea, congratulations. How do you feel on that tremendous victory?
Well, we had double head. What's it go? What?
I don't want to
with
breathe on
social
you.
distancing.
Yeah.
I think anytime you have double header, the goal is to go 1-on-1 split. We're in total control of our destiny, so I think we got what we wanted out of the day.
Absolutely. And Rhea?
I agree, 3-1. I mean, it's the best we can do. We unfortunately lost one, but we made up for it.
And how do you feel about that apple box coming in the last there? Spider almost kicked it in the trade. Did that make you nervous?
No, it was a huge help. I didn't even notice that.
Absolutely. And do you feel like you're going to go into the next round and win this all?
Well, yeah, it sounds like, again, we're in total control of our own destiny. If we just, I think play 500 ball, basically the rest of the round robin, we'll be in the playoffs.
Absolutely. All they need to do is be an average team the rest of the way, and they got it in. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, congrats to the Purple Hedgehogs. Jeff, another look here at the Jenga from Frankie Borelli.
Yeah, this was tough, especially with the big crowd. Maybe nerves set in a little, but that's the biggest crowd we've seen in person for Jenga. We saw some boos and cheers of the ref as well, but he knew right here it was about to come down, and you see his reaction. You'll see Tommy and the left drop down to the ground as well in just pure agony. 70 days Tommy has gone without a win, and it will continue to stretch longer than that.
I mean, look at Tommy Smokes in the background. He could not bear to watch, but in the end, it is Goose Mode at 0-2. They are in dead last in Group A, but they still have 4 more matches to go. A very long way to go before they sniff elimination. Unfortunately, no progressive jackpot winners today. We'll play for $3,000 on Thursday. The good news, congrats to Andy Hubba, 0 for 6, a $50 Barstool gift card.
It's a great
coming
time to
your
win
way.
that gift card. Great time to win a gift card.
Off everything. Reminder, 7 p.m. tonight, we will have the Cyber Monday live stream. Dave will be anchoring the coverage. Caleb and I will be doing the play-by-play and commentary in the escape room. Glennie Balls, White Sox Dave, Brandon Walker, and Kate will have 1 hour to get out. And we have some nice tasks and competitions coming your way tonight. It all starts at 7 p.m. Hank and I will also most likely be live streaming the end of Monday Night Football. Hopefully we have a $25,000 winner for the progressive jackpot between the Eagles and the Seahawks. That'll do it for today's broadcast. Huge shout out, especially today, Jeff, with the impromptu Triple S today.
Great job.
Big thanks to the crew. Andrew Manley, Pete, sorry for breaking the TV earlier.
Jake broke the TV before the match started.
It was an accident. Hank, Stefan, Steve. We've got Foley, Colby, Sean, Max, Dylan. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anybody. Our silent reporter, Doug's in PFT, our official spider. And my broadcast partner, Jeff DeLam, Jake Marsh, signing off from the Triple S. We'll see you back here tonight, 7 p.m., 20% off all night long on the store. Have a great night.